Jenny from Kincaid Indoors, and I took over.
Yeah.
At least while he's making his coffee. Hi guys.
I already got my coffee already. So we're going to say hi to CR. Hi, King Break Barrel.
Hi, CR.
And hello to
There's him in the background.
S Hunter Outdoors there.
I'm making coffee.
Because he's in the chat too. Hey, no, you stay down.
Oh, so I was telling Molly and Jason that I found this at Goodwill. So it's an emergencies set. I don't know how you say it. Oh, that's my phone going off. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. They were having this town hall for veterans
Oh,
through the Iowa VA, Iowa City VA, but
okay.
I'm having more fun talking to you guys.
I don't know. Have you guys thought about going to the VFW?
Well, it's Veterans of Foreign Wars.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You guys might have to go to the Foreign Legion, huh?
Yeah, American Legion.
American Legion. That's it.
You know, we're talking about joining the one here in Newton.
Yeah, you kind of need to because you can get a lot of your updates through there. They can help you with your paperwork, stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
Help you navigate the system.
Okay. I don't have my glasses on because, I can't see my phone with my glasses on. It's weird.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when I go to Goodwill, I always find yard.
And the dues are not that much either. So.
Huh?
And the dues for that's not that high.
Right. We went to one of their kind of like more. I think it was Memorial Day. They had like a cookout, and we went, and it's pretty nice. It'd be something to do on a Saturday night when.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, the American Legion wants me to join.
We were thinking about it.
Yeah. Okay, he's done with his coffee, so I suppose I'll let him take over now.
And so does the VFW, and I got my paperwork from my dad, so I can do that.
There you go.
My
So
my
for the
mom
sons,
was the ladies auxiliary president for the state of Iowa.
Yeah. So when we went to the VFW to inquire about membership, and the guy says, "Well, are you part of the ladies auxiliary?" I said, "No, I'm a veteran," and he looks surprised.
He was an older guy too, so
Yeah, that's true. I'm an older guy.
yeah, that one there you had to be in theater.
I wasn't in theater. We were both overseas, but I was overseas during Desert Storm, but I wasn't actually
In Desert Storm, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the American Legion.
I was more support than anything.
I was in during the Gulf War.
Yeah, but he wasn't actually.
I was actually sending troops over though.
Yeah, so we were background. So all right, so
logistics.
Well,
yeah.
I was at the
somebody's got to get the stuff somewhere.
I was at the Presidio at Monterey sending linguists, so I'm
Okay.
doing the orders for linguists.
I'm going to gather my stuff up, and I'm going to let him take over.
Alrighty.
Bye, guys.
One of Jenny's finds, guys, is this Indian blanket here. She picked this up at the D.A.V. thrift shop.
Yeah, I found out that the hearing thing is $10 or $20 for the
hearing thing.
For the earplugs from 3M.
Oh,
yeah.
I gotta fix my hat. My hat came undone. Hey, CR. Hey, Dan. Dan, if you want to come on up, you're more than welcome to.
It'll be easier.
Yeah.
With dog shampoo instead of dog.
Oh.
Tonight's topic, if no one has mentioned it yet, is prepping for everyday emergencies. Now, I'm going to let you guys on some information that you guys probably didn't know. For those who did, you don't. You're not going to be surprised. But my baby's. Well, let me change up my lights here, folks, because I'm getting blinded by my own light in the background. Give me a second here. Get rid of this thing. Okay, that's better. Now, I actually have a more than probable family emergency coming up.
said it was delivered
within the next 30 days.
17th, yesterday. Need to go look for it before it rains.
My baby sister
I'll be right back.
is okay. I'm going to wait for him to return.
Go ahead, continue. I got to go outside.
Well, I want you to hear this, Jason. So that's the reason why I wanted.
I got to
I'll
find.
wait for you to get back. I want to get a winter cloak too. I used to have a really nice heavy duty cloak that I used when I was working at Renaissance fairs, and Jenny has a wizard's robe that's just amazing. You can, she could show you that if she wants to. You can get a little charm on it and everything. It's like really, really cool. Sorry, haven't had caffeine for a while. Okay, hi Dan, hi CR. I'm not sure if anybody else is in here. Hi Molly. But yeah, I'll explain it in a moment. I just want to make sure everybody's here. I only want to explain it once. I've got some family stuff that's going to be tough coming up. So have to wait and see how that's going to turn out. Well, Jenny's, hey, love. I caught her in the midst of getting her video games started. I can guarantee it.
Yes.
Okay, stupid question. Do you have access to your robe? Because Sierra was talking about getting a winter cloak. So you're the only one. You're the only one that has a winter rated anything when it comes to garb and stuff.
It's downstairs in the basement in the garb.
We'll send Ian for it because I thought they might want to see it because you got some really freaking cool, and you already know that.
No, let me go see if I can find it.
Okay, so I can't go run up and down the stairs to get it. No. Well, I try to keep you involved, love. Yeah, autocorrect sucks, by the way, CR. Just to let you know. That's fine. Like I said, I think that Jason and Molly, Jason's really worried about the weather there. He thinks he's going to be going through some really bad lightning. They don't like storms there. We are actually having a heat wave. We are at 2 degrees. So there is that. And currently, in Newton, even though I think my thing is busted because right now, let me do a reload here on my page here. Yeah, we're dropping. By 10 o'clock tonight, we'll be at -1. Welcome back, Jason.
Aha. Guess what I got in the mail today?
$1 million.
That book.
What? Oh, you got the book?
Got the book.
All right, he's got the book.
I got the book.
Book. The book goblin is saying, yes. Book.
I thought it was gonna be bigger.
It's not that big.
No, it's small. I haven't
But
opened it.
it's jam-packed with a lot of information.
Yeah, it's not very big.
I showed you.
Yeah,
Okay,
it just looks bigger.
you're gonna have to model it, hon, because it fits you, not me. This is something that PR was talking about. He said about getting a winter cloak.
Yeah.
Well, this is Jenny's winter robe. Give me a second here.
Yeah, I got a winter robe too.
Well, This is her wizard's robe or sorcerer's robe, whatever way she wants to call it. Check that out. Is your chameleon still on there, or is he lose
No,
it?
he's off.
Okay, she has a chameleon pennant that she usually wears with it, but that thing is really, really warm. Spin. Her yeah, she got her.
Ding ding. Ding 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 ding.
Battery.
You're a little bit big for one of those, but you know,
You feel it?
it needs pockets.
It does need pockets. Pockets.
Oh, you got a ooh ah from CR.
He might like that.
Told you. Now you're going to be gaming in your.
Yeah, I'm gonna go game in my robe now. Play my
Which is appropriate since you got your wizard's robe on. Now,
Yes, we got yesterday.
that was in, and that's it for that. That was for CR. Now, are you present, Jason?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I recently got contacted by my older sister about my little sister. For those
Okay.
people who don't know, my little sister has been wheelchair bound for over a year now due to a stroke.
Yeah.
She took a turn for the worst around the 7th.
That's a bummer.
Oxygen levels are dropping. Her feet are turning black.
Oh,
For those people in the know who understand what this means,
it's almost time.
it is almost time. She's my baby sister.
Yeah.
And before you say I'm sorry and all this other stuff, my sister and I were never close because she was always the type that you got to take care of me. I don't have to take care of you kind of person. Or what can you do for me? If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And it's one of the reasons why I left my main body of family where I used to live away from home. That way I wasn't stuck taking care of everybody. Unfortunately, that fell to my older sister, Joni. And she is not in the best of health either. She's a breast cancer survivor, and she's got breathing problems. She's on oxygen. I think she might have emphysema. I'm not sure. But with our baby sister passing, it'll be down to her and me. But my sister was also the type it's my body. I'll do what I want to, even though I had suggested her stop smoking and all this other stuff years ago, she never listened to anybody but herself. And she never held a steady job either, which is really weird. She's almost 50 and she almost never held a job in her entire adult life. She's like, she wants people to take care of her.
Like my sisters.
Yeah.
But in the next 30 days or so, I believe that she may not make it. So
Sorry.
if you guys hear me you don't see me on for a bit, that might
I
be
understand why. Yeah.
But I will probably text you, Jason, and let you know what's going on. Those people in the know, you'll know, because I'll let you know. You too, Dan. I don't have any way to contact CR other than Instagram, so I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But
And by the way, why isn't Dan up here?
I have no idea. I asked him to come up.
Got Dan the man.
Yep. You did see the Indian blanket that Jenny found, right?
Yeah.
Queen sized. She found it at the D.A.V thrift shop yesterday.
Almost forgot to hit the like button for you.
Oh, please like, share, subscribe, and all this other stuff. I know a lot of you already subscribed, but please share and like. I really appreciate it if you do. I'm just tonight's things basically, like I said, it's going to be prepping or just basically getting ready for everyday emergencies. Because your bug out bags, your get home bags, whatever, are not necessarily just for the big things that happen in your life. A last minute thing, like something happens in Jason's extended family that someone passes away and you have to go to the funeral.
It's a long drive.
But it's still an emergency, technically.
Yeah, I'll be renting a car then.
Yeah, I understand that, but that's part of the emergency stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like mine's a family member passing. That's an emergency. Something you can't plan on.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what you prep for. That's why you get ready. That means not necessarily having gear like I normally show you here. You could be, having an extra tank of gas cash-wise set aside for that purpose, or saving
just
a little
those
extra.
guys,
Maybe. Go ahead.
those guys that got caught in the floodwaters. They were out hunting hogs here in North Texas, and they had the thunderstorms roll through, and they got flooded. And they were wet and cold.
Exactly.
They actually had to call in rescue. I was reading that earlier today.
Or was it the conservation officer that got caught in the flash flood in California?
Oh, yeah.
He literally got pushed out to sea, or at least the shore, at least, and he got out barely in time. He got washed off the highway.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we could generally plan for certain things. Like you could plan for weather. Because you monitor that like nobody's business. Yeah. You can plan for the next really big thing happening. But you can't plan for emergencies because that's why they're called emergencies. But you can prep for them just to be on the safe side. Now, with me, I have my medication in my bag for that purpose. If I need to be gone for an extended period of time, I have enough medication for at least a week in my bag.
Yeah, see, one of my plans is I have squirrel seeds.
Squirrel seeds is understandable.
Squirrel seeds, yes.
If I really have to, I'll just grab my my little I don't know. I was going to call it my rifle. It's because my 22, and that's my best bet. I got plenty of the seeds to go with it, and everything else.
Mm-hmm. I got plenty of seeds for my 22 LR as well.
And sometimes in emergency, sometimes that's all you need is a 22. A 22 can do more for some people than most.
It'll get you food.
It'll get you food. It can produce some minor protection stuff too. It's not going to be taking down a cougar or anything like that, or a big hog. You could technically, because it's been proven, but I'm not that good a shot. But
I'm about to tell you how good of a shot I am here in a few minutes.
You've been seeing one?
Oh, yeah.
Rat or mouse?
Mouse.
Okay. You need a dedicated camera for that.
Yeah, I do. It's right here.
No. When you're not on.
Oh, I've been looking, and I'm not spending a fortune for a camera right now for that.
You can find a cheap one from on Facebook Marketplace, things like that.
No, because you can't register it.
You can.
It's been registered to somebody else already.
No, you can re-register. That's how I got my first camera, which is my Hero 3 that I had. I was able to re-register it.
No, I'm talking about security camera. And
I don't know about security, but I'm talking about GoPros and stuff like that. Hey, Big Mike, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Mike.
Now, Mike lives in a trailer. One of those modular home things on wheels. He's got to if he had weather like you're going through right now, I would be worried for him because his is not really truly anchored like your house is.
No, his is anchored. Mine's not.
Well, yours has got a foundation.
No, I'm on pier and beam.
You're not anchored.
Gravity. No, gravity holds down my house.
I've never heard of someone not anchoring their house to the foundation.
Yeah, no, it's that heavy. It's anchored.
I would still anchor it down. I don't care who you are.
You can't anchor down a house like that.
You can.
You can anchor it to the frame, but you still can't anchor the top of it.
No, you'll never anchor the entire building, but you can anchor the frame to your foundation.
What
That way it
foundation?
doesn't blow off.
I'm on pier and beam.
Okay, explain pier and beam.
I'm on stilts.
I don't trust that, to be honest. Now, it's the same way when you see people who live near the ocean and they're on stilts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust
It's not
that
a
either,
fall.
because all it takes is the wrong wave to take out one of your corner, beams, and you're screwed. Your whole house foundation tips over.
Yeah.
But Mike, the topic tonight is prepping for everyday emergencies. And sometimes it's not easy to foresee when something might happen, whether it would be a blown tire. Because sometimes I've seen people who will say, "Oh, I've got a spare." They blow a tire and they find out their spare is flat. So they didn't plan for that because they didn't foresee that needing two spares instead of just one.
Hey, vehicles now are not sold with a spare.
Yep. That's why you don't buy new vehicles. You buy old vehicles. Ignore the newer ones. They're junk.
No, it has a place to put it. They just don't.
No.
They don't sell a car with it.
They're not worth it.
Those little donut tires. No, you got to buy a full size tire.
No, I mean, unless they come with a spare, the newer cars are not worth it because they cost too much to repair. You can't do the work yourself. You need a college degree to even to think about looking at how to even tune one up.
Yeah, I know you need you have, what is it called? Coding.
Yeah.
Computer coding, as in code.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of stupid. I remember, when I grew up in the 70s, if you need to do a tune-up, all it is pull the plugs, pull the wires, pull the distributor cap, and replace those three, and you're good to go.
Well, I will say this: they are a lot more efficient than what they were, but to a
Efficient
point.
doesn't mean reliable.
This is
There's
true.
more to go wrong.
Yeah, because there's more parts.
Exactly.
There we go.
Is your house also grounded there, Mike?
It should be.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure. He said he's got the trailer anchored with metal straps, but I wasn't sure if that counts as the grounds as well.
No, they're called hurricane ties or tornado ties, stuff like that.
Probably tornado here in Iowa, so I don't know.
Or a deratio ties.
Derecho ties are probably more appropriate because
Yeah, I would call it that. It doesn't matter if you got a tornado.
I am still upset that when that happened, billions of dollars of damage happened through Iowa, and yet we had almost zero television coverage on it.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense. And okay, folks, whoever designed the donut should be shot.
Oh, that's the engineers.
You can't tell me that a donut's going to work on my truck. It won't.
It's just enough to get you your 40, 50 miles to a repair shop. That's all
No,
it was designed
it won't fit because it's not the right size.
Even the new one out there has it underneath.
Yeah.
In the back, like.
Mine have size 17 tires. There's no way a donut's going to work.
Nothing yet. Super.
But Dan, I know you have your vehicle, and it's a really good one. I hope you have a full-size spare because I don't believe in donuts.
I believe in donuts.
Not
Dunkin' Donuts.
The Dunkin' Donuts are different.
Where's my charger?
But the thing is, like F4 150s, they still have the space for real tires. So they come with those, which is nice. Now, if you're talking about like Jenny's Dodge Avenger and things like that, nah. Some of them don't even come with jacks anymore.
No, because they expect you to call AAA.
Not everybody can afford AAA.
Yeah, and like I said, a lot of times they come with the roadside warranty you can get with the vehicle, but it's only good for only a couple of years.
And you got to have OnStar and all this other crap. Back in the day, you had your set of jumper cables, you had your jack, and you had a full size spare. And as when you turned 16, you learned how to do that, how to change tires. Space is not necessarily the best thing. I mean, Jenny's back seat can lay down flat. Her the compartment from her trunk to her back seat opens up where you lay flat. But does that actually do anything for the car? No. Still too small, no matter what you do. That's why I like my truck. That's why you like your minivan.
Ooh,
You like space.
I got a full size spare. So does Jason.
Yeah, I got a full size spare in my van.
But you make sure of that, though.
Oh yeah.
Because you and I are of the age, remember, we're Gen Xers. We understand that thing. I'm not sure how old PR is, so I can't answer his question for him. I know that Mike is a Gen X. And I know Dan is Gen X.
Yeah. Because remember, prepared for the Russians are coming.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure how many of the guys here were Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts or anything like that.
I'm not sure.
I made Boy Scout for a day, but my dad was a Marine.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you know how Marines are.
Oh yeah.
And for anybody who gets on me for saying he passed away. That's the only reason why I say it. It does become a ground-based piñata. But at least you don't live in a trailer park there, Mike. That's the only good thing.
Yeah, it draws them.
Family farm, so.
You're going to go, I'm not going to come down for just one trailer.
Say what?
The tornadoes just don't come down for just one trailer.
I don't know what the thing is, but it's like they always know where the trailer parks are at.
Oh, yeah. And brand new houses,
might have
too.
something to do with negative ions or something.
Yeah. And brand new houses. They love brand new houses.
Especially the twig ones that they try to save money on.
All right, I'm going to go and get some more coffee.
Yes, a hammock or a sleeping bag in bear countries are burritos. In the making. But how many people here carry a sleeping bag in their car? I know you do, Dan, and I believe Molly and Jason do as well. Molly, do you guys carry any emergencies, sleeping bags or anything in your car?
Only when we're traveling.
I keep mine in there at all times. I mean, I've got an emergency sleeping bag, one of those little Mylar junky things in my backpack, but I don't rely on that. Because one thing about those kind of Mylar sleeping bags is that it doesn't breathe. That's the biggest issue. And what happens when it doesn't breathe? You sweat a lot.
And when you sweat, you die.
If you sweat, you die. As they also saying for the people who go backpacking, if you're hiking in cold weather, cotton kills. Dress for the weather and plan for the weather. Like Jason here, I'm sure he has multiple tarps and things like that around where he could have it available if he needs it, or ponchos or umbrellas and such.
Canopies. Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure what the chances are like for flash floods in your area, Jason.
Hi.
I'm in where I'm located. I'm too high up for that.
Yeah, we've already had one since we've been here.
No, what I meant was if your guys are out somewhere and you guys get caught between a couple of flash flood areas where you can't get home, which can happen. It's happened to Jenny and I once. We were coming back from taking Ian home, and we got stuck in Tama. The roads that we normally take to get home were blocked because the roads got washed out.
Yeah. Well, we got multiple places that we can go here.
Well, we were on the road from where he didn't live in Marshalltown at the time. This is where he used to live somewhere else.
Mhm.
And we were on our way home, and we literally could not make it home. The roads, we could not get there from there, as the saying goes. So we had enough money in our accounts to have to go get a hotel room for the night because it's nothing we could have done. And I'm not staying. We were in a minivan, which was a good thing, but plenty of blankets and everything would be okay in an emergency. But it still doesn't beat real heat and Wi-Fi in Jenny's case. But they also had vending machines and things like that.
Yeah, because I got friends all over the place here.
Well, like I said, if we were on the road going somewhere, and then you have a road issue that you have no control over, like when you go to you're going to your meetup in Houston, something could happen along the way that you weren't planning on.
Yeah, it's gonna suck to reroute too.
Yeah, if you can reroute, that's the issue sometimes.
Well, here, you can reroute here. It's just
Well, I mean,
long ways around.
yeah, that might be the issue. Yeah, well, I've got multiple wool blankets. That's not an issue. We also have some, these kind of blankets, which are wool too, I believe. This thing is freaking huge, by the way. It's bigger than me. Standing up, holding it over my head, huge. But you got to. Not everybody does this though. Keeping a debit card or something like that set aside for emergency purposes can sometimes save your life or somebody else's.
Or a credit card.
Something like that. Credit, debit, something like that. Cash, if you can figure out a way to do it.
Guys, when we had our last hurricane come through here, no internet. A lot of people had no money. And we planned for it. We had cash so we can get our fuel and all the stuff that we needed.
And no one carries the little credit card machines anymore. The manuals.
Yeah, actually, we do at work. We do at work. We have that at work. Yes.
But like I said, not everybody does.
Walmart doesn't do it. Nope.
If they're down, they're down.
Yep.
And for a fact in I'm going to call it a New Orleans level event.
Yeah.
And you know what happened there?
Yeah. If the if the Waffle House is closed, stay out of there.
That's more of a southeast thing, southern, thing, isn't it? Is it a New Orleans thing too?
No, the Waffle House is all over the U.S.
Arizona.
Not in here. I don't think we have a Waffle House.
I'm sure you do.
Let me. Oh, wait! I got a message from my sister. Okay, folks. I just got notification. My little sister just passed.
Okay.
She died today at 1:25.
Okay. So I probably won't see you tomorrow then.
I don't know yet. I had a feeling.
Everybody has that sixth sense, so don't worry about it.
Well, like I said, the main thing that I have to do is help my sister with the funeral arrangements, and she's not going with a full burial; she's going with cremation. So we had that planned out in advance.
Yeah, that's the easiest way.
Yeah. So
and it's expensive.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, this is taking a psychological toll on my older sister.
Yeah. So you need to go help her.
Well, I can't physically do a lot.
Yeah.
Because of my knee, but I can be there for her and that kind of thing. But I got to figure out a way to get down there. I won't be able to get down there for a couple of days because I don't have any money until Friday.
Yeah.
I've got to give her a call. Hey, hon, could you call Joni for me, please?
Well, I'll take over for a bit if you need to.
Yeah, I will be right back, folks.
Come on, Dan. Get up here, Dan. Get up here, Dan.
Come on, Danny boy.
I'll be right back.
Come on, Danny boy. You're the Chumbawamba, Danny boy. I can't bring you up. He has to do that. Yeah, like I said, the way I grew up a little bit different than everybody else. So I was pretty much grew up like the super old way, mentality wise. I grew up where we had a lot of the homesteaders, the Homesteaders Act of the the early 19 teens, 1920s. I got to meet a lot of old people, and the stories I got to hear. All right. Dan says, give him a moment. He needs to put his orange shirt on. Like on Sunday night, we were all wearing orange. So, yeah, we'll let him take care of that. And let's see. Trying to think of anything, like I said, was it last? Yes, the last hurricane season that we had here. We had a barrel come through here. I mean, right up on top of us. We had a tornado hit the edge of work. Did a little bit of roof damage. Yes.
Okay. As soon as he pops up, I will, I'll drop down for a bit, but I'll be back. But I just got to talk to my sister and let her know what's going on. She can
go comfort your sister.
But I've got to wait for him to come up before I can bring him up.
Yeah, he said I give him a moment. So that means hurry up, Dan.
I'm trying to do something.
Oh, yeah.
If you notice, I got our names up here at the top now.
Yeah. It makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, it does. Though I might just, everybody knows it's Kincaid Outdoors. It's just that I'm going to change it to still to Colan, probably, most likely, for mine.
Or just put Colan in parentheses in front of it.
Well, I did.
Oh.
It's just shortened it to, it just shows that. Let me see.
I should be able to pay for mine tomorrow.
I just hit the...
I'm just trying to.
Yeah, I was just talking about we had barrel come through this last year. Had tornado come through work and they'll rip up the forest there. That's where you see some of the pictures back in when was that? It was several months ago. What month was that?
There we go.
It is warm in here.
There you go. I got it.
Oh, okay.
Just like I said, I'm waiting for Dan to come up so I can. So thank you, Mike. Thank you guys at all. I really appreciate it. I had a feeling today was to be the day.
Hey.
Okay, that was back in when was that? July 10th. Is when we had that tornado come through. They still hadn't.
I heard him. There he is. Hey, Dan.
Hey.
I'll be right back, guys.
Alrighty.
Yeah, the first time I tried to get in, it wouldn't let me. So.
Yeah, it took you a few moments.
Yeah. So that's probably.
You can still hear. Oh, no, there you go.
It's. I hope everything's all right for the family.
Yeah.
But,
Who's ringing?
Not my end.
I thought he was muted. It shows mute on his side.
Yeah, it is. Must be on your end.
No, I can still hear him. Can you hear him? Put on there, calling, and I can still hear you.
I wonder if
I don't know how to. Okay, he left the room.
yeah, I didn't know if he. Well, if he had the other window still open with
No,
audio in it.
shouldn't, because yeah, it says he's supposed to be muted, but it's not. But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, we had that tornado come through in July, and like I said, we still got trees and areas that still haven't been cleaned up yet.
Yeah. Well, he had that tornado that came through in Arkansas when I was there. That literally, if you pulled it up or showed it on the news where the tornado went through,
Mm-hmm.
it was dead center of my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you got hit?
I was home when it happened, and I was in the kitchen cooking, making dinner, and I just had this sense come over me that something wasn't right. So, I knew there was storms coming, and I just thought, nah, maybe I had best move to a safe spot and I was in a townhome, and the bathroom was about the center of the house. So, or the duplex, I mean. So I headed into that, and of course, I could hear the winds picking up and everything. And then I thought, wait a minute, I'm a YouTuber. Why am I not out there getting this? And so I went in the bedroom, grabbed my tablet, and we're only talking like maybe a minute's time from when I went from the kitchen, got in the bathroom, turned around, got my tablet, and walked to the front door. And by the time I walked out the front door, it had already passed through. And the neighbor directly across from me had like a chain link fence around theirs. Their chain link fence was all twisted up. The neighbor next to them, so it would have been off to my right, they had a privacy fence that went from the road all the way down the side of it because there was a main road just the other side of them. That fence was tore up, and a piece of it was laying on the other side of my car that never touched my car. So it was lifted up and over and dropped.
Oh wow!
And and then two houses down, there was another section of the fence laying in their yard. So yeah, that was quite the interesting day for me.
Yeah, some of the trees here were actually twisted. Just the trunk
Yep.
was just twisted and then fell over.
Oh yeah, I managed to be able to get out and get around and see what kind of damage it had done to the neighborhood, so to speak, and it was not exactly a pretty sight.
Oh, CR says, "Hey, Doug, you didn't say hi to CR." Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't drop down for a bit.
And
Yeah.
then I had another tornado occurrence when I was in Colorado. I was heading from Loveland or Longmont to Loveland, and as I was in Longmont, looking up the road towards Loveland, I could see what looked like a line of a cloud in the sky, and it basically it went uphill the direction I was traveling, so it looked like the cloud line met the horizon,
Yeah.
and in actuality, it was a tornado on the ground. So the closer I got to it, the heavier the winds were, and everybody, it had finally moved over off the road. And then when I got parallel with it, I looked out to the see, it would have been the passenger side of the vehicle towards the mountains, or no, driver's side towards the mountains. Probably about 100 yards off, I could just see the tornado ripping through. So,
Give me a moment. I think we got a kid about ready to walk in.
had I been, I would say about 2 minutes earlier, I probably would have been right in the middle of the tornado.
Alrighty.
I thought I was the only one left for everybody's entertainment, so I was going to have to do,
Yeah.
puppet tricks.
Yeah, I just mentioned Jenny, letting her know, hey, we can hear Colan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't understand how that's happening. Well, I should join the no face.
Oh, Doug.
There we go. I did get something. I heard you guys talking earlier, about VFW and stuff. Uh, my mom just gave me these today. I don't know if they were mailed to them or
Well, let's see
what.
if you can still get a message through.
You see these coasters?
Let's see.
See, it's inverted. Let me see if I can. There. Does it look better? I thought those were kind of cool. Oh, I must be up for puppeteering. Okay, we'll say. Magic tricks with the fingers, the old classic where you bend the finger all the way to the back.
Hey, Dan, send them a message. We can hear you, or we can still hear you.
To Colin?
Yeah.
They just added a third of the cost of a can of coffee of 16. Yeah.
$16 for a can of coffee? Jeez, Louise.
Where? Is that bacon flavored?
No, no, it's just regular coffee. It was like $9.
What kind of coffee?
Coffee just doubled overnight, huh? That's crazy.
It was like 11.
Wow.
Let me check my prices here.
But I need my medical elixir. It keeps me from killing people.
Right?
Or at least yelling back at them. Say, since coffee gets so darn expensive, must be the tariffs.
Ooh. Yeah, the like the big tub, round tub with the handle and everything, Folgers is now $24.99.
Yeah, the problem is he can't hear us. Colin. It says his mic is on, but we can still hear him.
It's muted.
Hey, Molly.
Oh, commercial.
Yeah, I've already had 5 of them.
That's weird. You can still hear him.
Ooh, ouch. Oh, those are
At
Keurig.
least I'm not yelling at you.
Yeah. I hope Katie gets here soon and dinner gets here soon. It's about ready to get going.
Okay, so the
It's like
25,
4 miles away for the rain.
that is insane. So the 25.9 ounce canister of Folgers Classic Decaf is $16.92, but the
I can barely hear you, Dan, over Colin.
really I don't hear them.
I hear him, yeah. I'm surprised you can't hear him.
See if I can send him a quick message.
Let's see this. CR says he can barely hear Colin. Do a voiceover.
I hear something that kind of sounds like a TV in the background.
Yeah, like I said, he's coming in really loud on my side. Colin is supposed to be muted because he's on a phone call with his sister. Enjoying my coffee while I can.
Yeah. So like I said, the same size, the difference between house blend and decaf is $9.
I'm surprised you can't hear him.
No, can't hear them at all.
I know Colin's muted for some reason. He's muted on my side on my window. I can still
Right.
hear him.
Do
And
you have
he's
your? Oh, you said you could.
yeah. My YouTube is on mute.
Yeah. Wonder what eggs are going for.
Yeah, I know. Coffee just went to $16 for a can of coffee.
So, Great Value large white egg 12 count says $5.97. Extra large 18 count is $9.18. Wow, ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Dan. Keep going. Keep everybody entertained.
I saw that CR said something about it was like minus 21 there today. It's almost approaching that temperature. I think we discovered it was minus
CR says coffee. There's 20 a can.
30. That you can do the boiled water thing where you throw it in the air and it crystallizes.
Yeah. Doug, Colin is on the phone with his older sister because the younger sister passed away earlier this afternoon. Now he's talking to dance and songs.
Well, we're talking about coffee and now I want some.
Yeah.
I have the ability to make it. I've got the little single cup packs, not Keurig, but instant.
I need to open up that curtain so I can see when dinner shows up. I'm gonna burn one while I can. Oh, you're fine there, CR. I thought we were coming in clear.
So,
I'm just sitting here
how's the
listening to
weather
Colin.
or temperature wise holding up for you, Jason?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to talk over him and then hear listen to you at the same time.
Yeah,
Like I said, he's loud.
I did send him a message. It's amazing that it's still doing that. Wonder, there's nothing that we can do on our end to uh, do that.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, what else? What else we got going on?
Hmm.
Let's see.
And this is in
Oh,
Talk Studio. That's kind of disappointing because I just signed up for the Talk Studio and I went ahead and did the year thing, so it equates out to $12 a month,
yeah.
and that way I can drop the other one because I'm not paying
Yeah. No, I'm going to be paying for mine tomorrow.
45 or something like that.
Yeah. Our high tomorrow is supposed to be like 36, 37 degrees. It's supposed to be
I know
nice and
I
sunny.
know it was -4 this morning when I usually, like I said, every day I go out to the local park, one of the local parks, and watch the wildlife and capture a little B-roll footage if I need any.
Mhm.
So, we got one more day to, well, till Thursday, and then it starts warming up.
Keep looking up, and hopefully, I can see a potential target. See how says it's minus. The kid is home from her karate class.
Karate.
I mean, we're gonna go. It is now 56, and it is now light rain.
So I'd probably be out camping in that kind of weather.
And the thunder's getting close. It's within the 15 miles now. And
Uh, not to change the subject, but back on the topic of Colin's discussion about being prepared, there's something I have
yeah,
to think about that uh, kind of makes you think ahead of things. But a lot of people don't consider their footwear and like their shoes and stuff like
oh
that.
yeah,
And if you think about it, uh, yes, in a case of just, oh, I got to get home type thing, and you're 10 miles away from the house, not a big issue. But if it's something that's prolonged to, uh, in the case of, say, the power grid gets attacked or something, and we're out of power for a while. So now all your mode of transportation is by foot or bicycle or something of that sort. Uh, if you have shoes that aren't in good condition, that won't last, like you typically wear a easy slip on shoe, yeah, it's comfortable, but if it wears out quick and now you're thrust into a having to walk around all the time situation, do you have backups?
You you need backup for your backups.
Yeah.
Just like the A10.
So one is none and two is one.
Hold on.
Dan's heart and soul are here. Not sure what that means. Still holding. Not letting go. Still holding. Not gonna do it.
All right, guys. When thunder roars, go indoors. If the water is going across the highway, turn around. Don't drown.
Yeah. I've seen way too many people take those kind of things for granted.
Yeah, they take too many chances.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here, you don't know if the road's been washed out.
Yeah, I used to see that a lot when I lived in Memphis. They have, whoever engineered the roads around there, they had a lot of, when they have an overpass, it's like the under part of it, instead of leaving it level and building the overpass over it, they would dig it down. So it'd
Mhm.
basically be a big bowl. And when a downpour came, you know, it'd be 4 or 5 feet of water. And, next thing you know, you're watching on the news that how traffic's stacked up and people are, they're not being swept away, which I guess is for the good, but they've basically ruined their car by sitting in 5 foot of water.
Yeah, here with the roads, we're basically on sand and clay here. And it's not a very good clay. It's just clay mixed with some sand.
Yeah,
And yeah, any kind of moving water, it erodes pretty quick here.
yeah. I've actually, uh, when I was out camping, it's probably been about 2 years ago at the campground I go to. It is probably 2 miles or less from the Illinois River, but you wouldn't you wouldn't know it because you don't really see any signs of being near a river or anything saying, hey, a river's up just over there. But the ground around it is especially in the campground and the trails and everything are sandy. So I was there camping and I had my tent set up on the highest point in the campground, and it come a raining, and all the rain that ran off the tent created a channel right through the center of my campsite in the sand. It was coming down that hard. That was when the pine trees were, uh, what I call it, kind of frothing. So as the water ran down the trees, there was like a bubbled up foam running down the tree and accumulating at the bottom of it. And it wasn't just one tree, it was a bunch of them in the area. I haven't found anybody that can truly explain what was going on there.
I'm checking my radar here real quick. Hold on.
All right, inquiring minds want to know.
Nope, there's some more lightning strikes right there. Woo-hoo. Not close yet, but it's getting there.
To you?
Yeah, it's still. Um, it's still like 20 miles away. Every once in a while, I'll get one that'll be close.
Yeah.
We heard it earlier.
Looks like next week it's going to be kind of rainy off and on for us. So I'm not looking forward to that. I don't enjoy the rain. I mean, it's good for, you know, gardening and such,
Oh yeah.
obviously. But
Oh, yeah. I'll do a little bit of gardening talking tomorrow too.
yeah. So I take it you didn't get to build today?
The greenhouse today, no. It was going to be inclement weather in and out throughout the day, and it did rain a couple times. I just don't want my camera gear out there
Yeah.
and my laptop and everything else. Now tomorrow it's supposed to be sunny. It's supposed to be a little windy, and it's supposed to be cold tomorrow. I still might do it tomorrow.
Well, I should be around, so I will be watching if you do.
Yeah, I just don't know the time. We're supposed to go into town tomorrow too.
Okay. Now, are you, you know, like a ways away from town, or
We're not too far from town. We're close enough to town for the benefits, but not far away where we have to drive, a long ways to town.
right? Okay.
Yeah,
How's
we're
the
not too
gator
far out of the city
population?
limits. Yeah, we're not too far out of the city limits.
How's the gator population?
Ooh, there's the thunder. Yeah, that looks like it was cloud to cloud. The gator population here, exactly where I'm at, we kind of rarely see them, but when we go down to Steinhagen, there's a lot of them there,
Yeah.
which is about 11 miles away.
Okay.
They got them up in Sam Rayburn Lake. Uh, yeah, like I said, the alligator population does go pretty far north here in East Texas, at least all the way up into like Texarkana.
Yeah, I was actually shocked to find out that uh, the alligator population had moved in closer to, uh, or I should say, up the Arkansas River.
Oh yeah, they're up in southern Arkansas. Yeah.
Well, there's I don't know if you know where Russellville, Arkansas is,
No, I don't.
on Interstate 40 going between Fort Smith, Arkansas and Little Rock. The exit for Russellville is the 83-mile marker, so it's 83 miles east of Fort Smith, or should I say the Arkansas-Oklahoma border. So,
It's
but
30.
I went to college there, and there was a place called Bonadilla Trails, and it was where me and a couple of buddies, every day we would go out there and run. Uh, they had a 4-mile loop, and we would run that twice. So we were running 8 miles, and I saw years later after I moved back to Arkansas, every so often you'd see an article in the newspaper where somebody saw another alligator at those trails. So that's moving up pretty far up in Arkansas.
Oh yeah.
But they probably had good conditions for them to be there too, because of that's where one of the nuclear power plants is.
Yeah, the Arkansas River is a pretty good sized river.
Yeah. I'm
Trying to
just
find-
not,
There we go. Yeah, we were pretty far. I haven't been to the Arkansas River yet.
I'm just not a fan of gators. Although, because of that, what was it, on the Discovery Channel or one of those channels, whatever, where they had the thing about the guys that hunted gators,
Oh yeah,
and they always make it like when they would shoot the gators that it required shooting something the size of a pea. Uh, I'm trying to figure out how holding a rope and firing a pew pew from a rifle in the other hand while that rope in your other hand is wiggling around, how you could shoot something the size of a pea.
well, from what I understand, you got to tire them out if you're by yourself.
Yeah.
All right, CR says he'll be out at the top of the hour.
Yeah, I just read that. So,
Yeah, it's so hard to hear you, Dan.
yeah, like I said, I'm hearing what sounds like a television in the background, which is why I asked.
Yeah. Oh, you're probably hearing Molly's laptop.
Uh, it's faint. Hey, there's Amanda.
She doesn't believe in headphones.
Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning, Amanda.
Man, duh. Since Cliff's not here to point that out.
Oh, let's see. I'm still waiting for our dinner to show up. Oh, there's a commercial. We can talk about that.
You said you're
Uh,
waiting for
yeah,
your
like
dinner to show up. Is it
yeah,
what do they call it?
Lightning Casino.
Where they deliver it.
So what you doing, Amanda?
Did,
Morning. Nothing. It's getting late tonight.
did you
Yeah,
order some?
Colin's sister passed away earlier today. His little sister. Yeah, Amanda. Did the price of coffee shoot up dramatically where you are? From 11.50 for a can of coffee to $16 change. Yeah, like shot at like $5 per can of coffee. So I can't imagine how much the coffee shops are going to start charging for coffee now.
Did the coffee get the coffee bean flu?
Yeah, let's see. Ooh, yeah. Now the lightning's getting closer. It's within 5 miles now.
So you counting it within seconds, or are you looking?
Now, I actually
on
have an
the
app
radar?
on my laptop called lightningmaps.org.
Ah, okay.
It's actually quite neat. Lou, did it stop raining outside? No rain?
Still raining.
Did dinner show up?
That's the daughter coming home from karate class.
Ah,
Hold on a minute.
ooh, $50 for a 30-pack of Coke. Wow! Ouch! Ouch! Did I say ouch? Have I mentioned ouch? Anybody catch that? Ouch! That's brutal. I don't even know. Let's see. See if they have 30-pack cans of Coke here. Let's see. The minis are 32, I think. They got two different ones. One's that's $39.90 and one that's 32. Not sure what the difference there. I'm trying to see if they have a regular size. Are those minis? Because I haven't found a 30-pack of regular sized. Because they're all minis here in our Walmart.
Okay, I'm back.
Looks like the coffee for CR is cheaper than here in the U.S., or at least for me.
Yeah, like I said, I just saw what Amanda put down. I'm going, that is highway robbery.
Yeah, $50 for a 30-pack.
Yeah, that is crazy.
It's gonna stay that way for a while, unfortunately.
Yeah, keys are right there.
You see? I'll try.
Front wheel drive is way different than rear wheel drive. That van's got more power than that Jimmy.
Why is your picture upside down?
Just to be different.
Okay.
See, somebody noticed it so far. You're the first one.
Well, I noticed that when I first pulled it up, but I was curious to ask.
I should have done those last past 4 years. I should have put an American flag upside down. Right?
That would have sparked some interesting conversation.
Yeah. We're in duress,
Yeah, that's true. It's amazing how many people don't understand that's what it means.
Yeah.
You know,
No, like I said, I remember we were putting up the flags at Sister City, and we got up to the French flag and everything else. We got everything down, and we got to make sure that all the flags are the right side up. And my boss was up there, and he gets down. He goes, and I go, "Hey, Craig, the French flag is upside down." And he goes, And he turns around and looks. He looks at me, and he goes, "Damn you, Jason." uh, so stuff like that, I would mess with people at work.
yeah, my dad, I would say, a good month and a half ago, uh, started wearing non-matching socks,
Okay.
and it wasn't till like a day or two ago that Mom finally noticed.
hmm And how long has he been doing that?
About a month and a half.
Oh, really?
Which I noticed it probably a week into it.
hmm Oh, well, I don't hear Colin.
Maybe he's
Oh,
stepped
that makes
into the other room.
Yeah. At least I can hear you. Makes it easier to have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, folks, I'm back.
Oh, yeah, I heard your whole conversation.
I'm sorry, I didn't. I thought I had everything muted.
Yeah, you did. I was the only one that can hear you.
That's weird.
That's because I came up in the live stream before you went live.
Oh, okay. That's probably why.
The only thing I can think of.
Okay, well, for those people who didn't know, I lost my baby sister today. Before you feel really sad for me, she and I were not the closest, but she was fighting a battle for over a year. She had a stroke over a year ago. She went downhill around the 7th, which was her birthday. And she lost her battle today about 1:30 p.m. There's not going to be a funeral. There's going to be a wake. So I ask, if anybody asks about my baby sister, it's going to be a wake, not a funeral, because funerals have negative connotations in my book. As an Irish person, I believe in wakes that celebrate the person. If you could do that for me, that'd be your gift to me.
Well, the funeral is supposed to be for closure, and then the wake is afterwards to remember life.
Well, we're not doing a funeral.
Yeah.
We're doing the wake as
hmm
one thing. And we have some plans in place. Me having to have surgery next week puts a damper in a lot of that, but I will do the best I can. But I love my little sister. Don't get me wrong, but she was the biggest pain in my butt ever.
Most siblings are.
Well, for those people who didn't know, when my mom and dad passed, my mom wanted me to take care of my sister and my brother. My brother was older. My baby sister was younger. My baby sister got used to being taken care of because she was always the baby. I couldn't handle it. So I moved away. Got married to Ian's mom initially, then moved on to other ones after that. Actually, no, it was Pepper's mom first, then Ian's mom. Now, Jenny, obviously. But I ran.
That a third time's a charm.
It was definitely the charm. Because Jenny and I have been married for almost 15 years now. We've been together longer, but 15 years. We've been together since Ian was about a year and a half. So probably close to almost 20 years. So I'm talking, I got my coffee right here, CR.
It's not as bad as the thought it was going to be looking like.
But thank you guys for covering for me. You guys tell me what you guys were talking about. Hopefully, this is one of those things I was talking about. Everyday emergencies. This follows under that category. Loss of a loved one.
We tried to talk about it.
We did. We mentioned that. That's then I saw the message from my sister. She did not call me. So I just found out while I was on live. So I will be okay. Thank you for the coffee ads there, CR. I really appreciate it. I'm more of a coffee house blend. Maxwell House is not that good. But I'll be okay. I've got the surgery thing kind of puts a damper in what I can do. But we're going down on Saturday, so I may not be on. I may or may not be on at my sister's. I'll try to take my computer with me if I can, and we'll go from there.
Well, spend time with family, not us.
I understand that, but it's not about that. It's about me trying to maintain my sanity, and my family is overwhelming, if that makes any sense. And
So-
this is how
so
I
is
cope.
my brother and sister.
Huh?
So are my brother and sister.
So you know how it is trying to
Oh, yeah.
cope, and I can't take it all at once. I love my family. Don't get me wrong. I can only take them in small doses. So I'm going down for my sister's. We're crashing at her house, and we're going to see what spend some time with her, and Kimmy's kids, and her grandkids, and stuff like that. But I'm going to be okay. I knew it was coming, and I felt it happen. So I'm going to drop it there because there's nothing I can do to change that. So what were you guys talking about while I was gone?
Well, I was trying to talk, and Dan was trying to talk, but I couldn't hear him over you.
I apologize. I thought I muted my computer and everything.
You were muted, but like I said, nobody can hear you but me.
You could have muted me, couldn't you?
No.
Dude. I actually, okay. I'm going to try something. You tell me if you can still hear me or not.
No. Nope. I don't know what. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Which is weird. I muted myself on the screen. It's just on the side screen. I didn't mute. I muted my computer,
Oh.
and it still didn't work.
uh,
So there's nothing I could have done that with. I didn't realize that little icon on the left overrid my mute on my computer. But that's taken care of. So what was you discussing? You, Jason.
oh, we were discussing, floods. What else?
Do you have backups for any flooding in your area? I know you're near a creek, but I'm not sure how far that is from your house.
Not far?
Let me correct myself. I know how far it is from your house. I've seen the maps, but that's different from seeing it in person than a Google map. So,
Oh, hold on a moment.
because I've seen a couple things that people might do for flooding to protect their houses and stuff, who live near waterways and especially in floodplains, such as I'm not sure if you know what it is. It's a giant water bag thing, barrier.
No, I'm not paying for that.
No, that I'm saying that as an example.
Yeah.
There's another one. It works better with flowing water, but basically it's a plastic barrier that's really thin, that's shaped like this, like an L. And they pieces, once you put them in place, water hits it, and is deflected, but it pushes it down and locks it in place. Then you lock the next one, doing the exact same thing, till you have a whole area that's completely blocked off, and the water is diverted. And I saw them on TikTok yesterday. They were just showing them off that for places that were flooding. And there's the generic old sandbags, which I used when I was in the service, when my hometown flooded. Do not like doing sandbags, folks. They suck. But do you have a plan in place for something like that?
This is what it looked like in May of 21.
So I got, that was your place?
Yep.
Wow.
When was it?
And that water was moving.
Yeah, those barricade things I was telling you about.
They won't work on soil. They only work on asphalt.
Oh,
Yeah.
But that water tube thing probably would have.
Yeah, like I said, that's that big barbecue pit from Lowe's.
Is it floating? Or is it?
No. No.
Oh, it's full of water. Okay, I see it.
Yeah. And that was a deck out in the backyard right there. And that's where everything got caught. So, but this way, there's a milk crate right there.
Did you catch any fish?
And by the way, that was not at its height either.
No, I didn't expect it to be.
Yeah. That was, what time of the
Wow.
morning was that? Where's the info?
Did it get into the house?
It got into the shop, but it did not get in the house.
Did you have a sump pump going?
No, we're above the water. We're about our floor of our house is about the height of the highway.
Oh, okay.
Was that a 100-year flood or?
Oh no, it was actually higher during Harvey. In Harvey, there was about an inch of water in the house.
Hey, Scott. I may be calling you later, Scott. I had something happen. You too, Dan. I was going to call you yesterday, but I apologize for that. I didn't get a chance to call you. And I apologize for missing your live on Sunday. I had to get ready for my appointment for my doctor on Monday.
Oh, we managed.
I know, but the thing is, I promised I would try to be there, and
That's all right.
I had to be there at 7:00 in the morning, and that was 2 hours away from here. So, yeah. I've dealt with flooding, so we're going to go with that. And Scott's going to be doing a class on bushcrafts and survival, by the way, folks.
Oh, is he?
Yes, he is. I would help him if I could. But if I can, and I'm still not working yet, I might still do that. But
When you say he's going to do a class,
yeah,
a video or
no, class
in person or
in person.
Like what I'm going to be doing in April.
Give me a second here. Let me find it. I know he.
I mean, you don't have a passport.
I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. I'll see if I can. I'm just going to do this, and I don't know if it'll work, but please forgive me here, folks. It's not going to be a full thing. I got to add something else. I'm lost. Where to stop at? I appreciate. Okay. It kind of fell apart, so bear with me. Here we go. That's about his class. He posted that on Facebook.
okay.
There's the first part. I don't know if I can make that any bigger, though, the words. Do you know any way of doing that?
Do it in smaller sections.
Well, yeah, I guess. It's already too late. I already got it up there.
Yeah, but what do we look for on Facebook? Can you just put a link up there for his Facebook?
Give me a second.
Or he can, or somebody can, or
Let me go to his. It's on his his homepage, which is here.
Well, Scott, if I was in the area, I would attend, but it's not like it's just down the street for me, so I'll be looking forward to the video.
Like I said, if I'm free, Scott, I could try to make it up there. I've got my strengths. I mean, I don't know trapping or air guns or anything like that, but I do know archery, and one of my expertise is flint and steel and backpacking gear. So I do know that, and I can offer some tarps we could use set up for that kind of thing.
oops. Okay, hold on a moment. Let me get back up on there. I forgot to click on it.
I can do this too if you give me a second. I could share.
Food's here. Give me a moment.
I'm not sure how well you guys can see that, but
Oh, they can't find that results. Shoot.
why didn't that work?
I'll be right back.
Why did that not work? That's why. There it is. That's the post right there, Dan. So,
Yeah.
I am not SD preparedness. I am just Colan from Kincaid Outdoors. I can bring bows. I can bring tarps. I can bring other, survival stuff. I can send you his page, Scott, if you want to. If you want to come on up, you can. Give me a second. Let's see if I can add you to this here. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I know I can. I just got to figure out how. How do I do that? Oh. Scott, if you want to come on up, you're more than welcome to. I got more room. But
It's at the top of the chat, too. Uh-oh. We lost Colin.
I'm here.
Oh, there he is. Now he's back. You dispersed.
I'm going to put myself up here. With my little logo right there anyway. So that way you guys can be seen.
Put me to the right of you.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That's the left.
Oh, you want to be in the corner?
No. Now put me to the left of you. No.
I moved you.
You stay where you are and put me to the right of you.
I can't.
That puts me off screen.
I can't put you off screen. I can, but I'm not going to.
Now, one of the things I had brought up while you were otherwise engaged,
Right.
there was and it is something that I just happen to think about when, every night I go out for walks, and I walk during the day too when I go out to the park. But if in the event of something that's a little more prolonged uh, survival situation, yeah, knock that off. Okay, we're gonna.
I didn't think I could do that. That was kind of cool.
But anyway, as I was trying to say,
Right.
the like say a power outage of greater magnitude than it being restored in a day or two type thing, uh, talking months or something, and it being widespread, then therefore,
Sort of like what the Hurricane Helene down in Western North Carolina type
yeah.
stuff.
But I mean,
Or-
therefore, your mode of transportation, will eventually get to a point of walking places or riding a bicycle
Or horse and
Okay,
buggy.
here he comes.
or horse and buggy. Yeah, but
Well,
Here he is. Scott, is your phone charged?
No,
Plug your freaking phone in, dude.
my shoulders kill me just for a little bit holding it here.
Okay, tripod, dude. Tripod.
Well, I know, and I just it's hanging over here. I got it out for a doggone video I just did. These little alcohol stoves, I've made like 3 of them so far, and this is the second one I've kind of played around with. I got one out in the garage. They're like a little aluminum tin, and I put quadruple zero steel wool in the bottom and a copper mesh, like window screen,
I've seen them.
and just the 91% alcohol. I boiled 8 ounces of water in a percolator there tonight, 5 minutes.
wow.
But you need this.
That would if I used that, but I don't want to use that right now.
You need one.
If I use that, it would. But even the denatured alcohol, my red camp stove, it took 8 minutes.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, I do want to catch you up on a little bit of news.
Okay.
I lost my baby sister today.
What? Oh.
She was in a bad way, to let you know. She
Oh,
had
wow.
a stroke a year ago. She was non-incoherent. She was wheelchair bound. And she lost her fight with it. So,
Dang, sorry, dude.
thank you. There's not going to be a funeral. There's going to be a wake. So, that's my. I feel that wakes have a positive spin instead of a negative spin.
Yeah.
Since I follow a Celtic lifestyle, I'd rather have an Irish wake for my baby sister than celebrate her life instead of mourning her death.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it goes. So I'm going to try to distract myself and go from there.
Well, Lisa,
Go ahead.
we can do the new scenario now that's going to be happening here shortly for a catastrophe is asteroid impact.
Now that one would be definitely fall under not an everyday emergency, but because my topic tonight was supposed to be everyday emergencies, and surprisingly enough, losing a family member is a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it falls under my topic. I didn't expect it to be mine, but it's being handled, so I'm okay.
Well, I don't know if some of you guys know, but let's see. We have asteroid 2024 YR4 is scheduled for impact 2032. As of right now, it is at a 1 in 38% chance. As of right now. As of today, earlier today, they upped the number from 1 in 43.
So
That's
what
an
is the
asteroid
percentage of
hitting
us-
Earth.
Yeah,
What
it's
is
only
the
about
percentage?
150 meters.
Jeez.
Well,
What are the percentages of us doing a Bruce Willis Armageddon thing and just blowing the damn thing up?
actually, no. What they're probably end up doing is putting a a heavy satellite next to it next time it comes around in 2028, and using the gravity of the satellite to help put it off its trajectory.
Ooh,
Is it 29 where you?
interesting idea.
It only has to be close.
Oh, CR thought it was 2028 to 2036, but it's actually you meant 2029 to 36. Okay.
And then there's Pothos too.
Now, does it have a projection how big it is or where it would hit?
Yeah. 2024 is a white R4. It is about 100 and just a little over 100 meters across.
Oh, it's big but not huge.
It's not huge. It's pretty small.
Okay.
Like less than 2 football fields. But
So-
still,
They could blow it up with a rocket if they needed to.
yeah. Well, not for solid iron, no.
Well, it would put it off its trajectory.
Yeah.
Well, that would be interesting if they just they get it where they landed.
I think we should capture it and put it on the moon and mine it.
That's not
A lot of
necessarily.
iron.
What if they put it in an orbit instead?
Yeah. It still fall to Earth over time.
Yeah, by the time these get a chance to put in some rockets in there to stabilize its orbit, like they do with any other satellite.
No, everything's constantly falling.
Everything's falling,
Yeah.
except when you're in space.
Yeah, when you're in space, it's falling.
Put it in orbit around the moon is what I was thinking. Use the orbit of the moon, have it go around the moon. Since it's not that big, the moon should be able to hold it in orbit.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
way we can access it like you suggested and mine it.
Yeah, you can mine that and turn it into a big old giant station that you can run it with a cell phone.
Can you imagine giant free phones for everybody?
So mine it. What are you saying? How does anybody know what's in it or what? What are you thinking is in it that's worth something?
The
Well,
same mineral that Excalibur came from.
Iron.
Okay. I have no idea about
Pure
Excalibur.
iron. Probably pure steel.
Yeah.
Probably steel, more likely. Because I do know that some of the meteoritic rocks that they have mined found in the past have been almost pure steel.
Huh.
Because of the heat and everything that they endured coming in through the atmosphere, basically forged it.
Well, it makes sense. Like it's just like falling stars. You see them,
Yeah. And if you notice,
Mr.
if you ever watched a TV show called Meteorite Men, they use magnets to find them.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Those guys make a lot of money.
And if a one hits you, it's worth millions. It's happened one
Just because I'm me, right?
Well, if it hits a structure, it's worth a lot of money.
Huh.
That one guy that had it fall through his house.
Because of the luck of the deal, huh?
It
There
happens.
was a
But the thing
woman
is,
that recently
we're
got
talking,
hit
it's
by
worth
one,
over $1
didn't
million just for that. It was just not that big.
Good grief.
Like I said, it is not a Earth killing event. It's just a major city killing event.
Or a island, or if it falls in the ocean, then it doesn't matter because we're not going to find it anyway.
I'd rather have it hit land than the ocean.
But it can hit. It's more likely to hit ocean.
I know.
due to the amount of water we have.
Can you imagine the
Right.
from that?
Might be a few cooked fish, huh?
Probably.
No, it's the tsunami that you got to worry about.
Well, it won't be much of it, depending on where it's at. It may not have the kinetic energy.
Probably it's got the kinetic energy.
Well, that's the thing. They don't say how fast it's going. And I do know that the atmosphere scrubs off speed because of the heat and friction.
Yeah.
Same thing happens with space capsules and the space shuttles and stuff like that as well.
Well, they said if it was going to hit us, it'd be approximately anywhere between 40 and 50 megaton explosion,
Okay.
which would be about the size of the Tsar bomba that they tested back in 1961 in Russia.
Is that the one that did the EMP for like over 5,000 miles?
No, U.S. did that.
No. They did one in Russia too, and the
I don't
EMP
know about
effect from
Russia.
that killed cities
Yeah,
thousands of miles away.
it'll make the Tunguska look small.
Probably. But if it hits the water, it's less likely to do
Yeah.
much as damage as it would if it hits a city.
Yeah, they said it would be like what 84 times the size of Hiroshima.
What if it hits the San Andreas, Marianas Trench?
I don't know. It's pretty deep.
That's what I mean. Then Godzilla comes out. Got to have your Godzilla moment. Or some kind of space alien comes out of it and starts going.
Tremors.
That's
It's
okay.
like Transformers. They're coming out of the.
Yeah,
No.
it might actually activate some transformers.
Transformers.
We'll just have
more than
giant
me.
robots.
No, not GoBots.
No, robots. The big old giant, manned robots. Like a
Oh,
Pacific Rim.
what's that? What's that Pacific Rim thing?
Yeah. Mhm.
We need Jaeger now. Jaeger's with a J, CR. It's JEA.
Yeah, not Chuck
Yeah.
Yeager. Yeager is a hunter in German.
Jaeger starts with a J though.
Yeah, Yeager.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm spelling it for him.
Yeah, German hunter.
I understand that.
Mhm.
I spent 2 years in Germany. I know. As I was saying, Scott, if I get a chance to, and I know when you're going to do your classes, if I can get up there, I will.
I took.
Yeah, we'll talk later here. Something I gotta get the doggone thing built, and I got some people from work in the past from work at the nursing home that they're interested. They want to do something. So
I've got some kit I can bring up you can use in the classes, not to give away, mind you, but you could use as demos, models and stuff like that. Like my tarps,
Okay.
I have a bunch of tarps. But we could use for setting up different cart configurations and things like that.
heck yeah.
So we can I can bring at least 5 up. That way, 5 different people or 5 teams or however you want to do it can set up in different.
I don't know how big it's gonna go or what. There's nothing. I mean, you think about it, there's nothing out here. There's no. I mean, it's Indiana, Ohio, or it's east or west. There's nothing out here in the middle.
I've been to training up in your area. I know the area.
I've driven
In
to
the
that.
woods. I've been there.
Yeah.
I know it's not much, but the thing is, the same configurations of the tarps still matters. Whether you're using sticks or you're using hiking poles, whatever, the configurations are the same.
Or a crevasse. Plans.
Fire materials.
You do have trees. I've been there. I knew you have trees.
Yeah.
Not if
I've
you're
been
in
to the
the
Black Hills. I've been there.
I've got an arboretum 2 miles away.
Well, I've never been to your exact location, but I spent. Okay, to be honest, I was there for 2 weeks, but I was there.
I've been to Wall Drug.
I've been to Mount Rushmore, and I've been to what was that? The western town.
Rapid City.
No, the other one.
Oh,
The one with the casino.
good God. Which one's that?
Give me a moment. I'm trying to remember. It's been over 20 some years, dude.
All right, Rapid City.
Not Rapid City.
Out there by Chamberlain, there's Fort Thompson, there's Lodestar, there's the Golden Buffalo. We got up here Grand Falls over in Iowa.
It was in.
There's what's the one out? There's one out at Pickstown, Wagner, Pickstown area.
Nope, that's not it.
We got one at Flandreau, up in north of Flandreau.
Deadwood.
Oh, Deadwood. Okay. Yep.
Been to Deadwood.
I'd love to get out there and go snowmobile in the winter sometime again. It's been a long time.
I was in that area, if that should tell you anything.
Okay.
So there's a lot of woods up that way.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, I can bring some tarps. We can bring some other setups. I can bring some flint and steel setups. I will not bring fire pistons because those things are tough, and definitely will not be bringing any bow drills. Those suck. Unless you want to punish somebody, don't teach that.
All right, Scott. I've already been following you on Facebook, so.
Oh, have you? Okay. I didn't think I don't think I've had you. I've never seen you say anything anyway.
Well, the thing is, he's got one for both Pest Hunter and his real name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got
maybe
both.
that's what. Okay, that's what it is. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I got
You're
one
lost.
for YouTube,
I'm sorry.
I got one for family.
Deadwood is a western town that they did talk about in the olden days, but the
old number 10 saloon.
If you heard about Doc Holliday and all the rest, Deadwood is what they talk about.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense now, doesn't it? Now that I say the western town, that's talking about Deadwood.
I was just there in August during Sturgis time. They got his old chair with the bullet hole up there in the top. When you walk in through the door, it's right above that.
I actually like Doc Holliday better than I did the Earps, even though the Earps are from Iowa. I'm sorry.
I there's something I've always kind of had I don't know. There's something about Doc Holliday and the sawed-off shotgun type thing. It's always kind of clicked with me too.
It just, the fact is, people don't realize. Yes, he was a doctor. He was a dentist.
He was a dentist. Yep. Yeah.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
He did.
Not Huckleberry.
Hucklebearer.
Huckleberry, yes.
Which means carrier at a coffin.
Yeah.
Carrier. Yes, I know the genre. I know the lingo. I watch a lot of the westerns. I'm sorry, I'm a John Wayne fan from way back. And if you're from Iowa, you're a John Wayne fan.
Yep.
A lot of people.
I'm not from Iowa, but I've always wanted to go to his house.
By the way, the local machine shed in Des Moines. Next time your wife comes down here, have her go there to the gift shop. They have the John Wayne Bushcraft book.
What? Really?
Ian's got one. I don't know where it's at the moment, but I'll find it. But there's a John Wayne Bushcraft book.
Wild.
I can ask Ian if he can find it. I don't know if
they've been so short. Well, her boss is out right now for a week or something. So it's been pretty tight. She had the last week cover over in Centerville a little bit, but it's been kind of tight. She finally got a Saturday off. No, the weekend before last. It wasn't her regular Saturday, but she finally got a Saturday off. Finally, it's been months.
Oh, also, just to keep you updated, next Friday of next week is when I get my surgery done.
Oh, really? It's scheduled now. All right.
It's been scheduled. Just the fact is I'm down a little week and a half to go.
It's coming. Okay.
And then I will have a titanium knee.
Mm.
So that will be fun. I don't think my knee will be magnetic, but who knows?
No, titanium's not magnetic. It's not ferrous.
That's too bad. Dang. But I will be with a walker for the first 2 weeks. I am not able to drive for the first 2 weeks. I'll be basically limited to what I can do around the house. Basically, I'll be sitting in this chair, bathroom, bedroom. Those are my spots.
That's kind of like when the wife had her foot done last September or whatever. She was
titanium man. I will be. I'll be one step closer to being the bionic man. Cyborg at the very least.
My sister's into the tattoos and all that, and so with her, with all the damn knee surgeries she's had from the army and whatnot, she's got like a zipper like tattooed in there, and
I've
then
heard some people doing that.
Some like robot, like I don't know what the hell it is, metal leg pieces or knee pieces.
Working my butt off to get my knee rehabilitated, where I can get back on the trail and get out there and physically do the stuff I want to do because I am tired of being stuck at home. I miss being
Yeah.
out with you guys, doing stuff like you guys do. I've got some plans for some videos in the future. Some with you, some with him, some with him. Now, mind you, with Jason, it might be a little different because I have to do it, video wise. But some collabs that way. But that's about all I can do with him. But I can go hang out with Dan, hang out with you, hang out with. I got some plans to go with Cornfed too. Don't know about Tyler yet. That's in the future. But
I haven't seen him or Rob in a while.
I was seeing Rob on Saturday
Oh, did you?
or Friday. Friday, I saw him Friday. He actually gave me a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for the cool background. It's still showing part, but thanks for the cool background here too on how you did that.
it just happened. It's supposed to be mine too, but I don't know how it happened either.
Oh.
By the way, do me a favor. Turn your phone
Yeah.
sideways.
Sideways. Oh, my arm. No, it went away.
That's too close. Put it back the other way.
What the heck?
You
I
didn't
got all my
Whoa.
junk in the background.
So what?
Close, too
Look at
close.
this. See this?
That's bows and cool stuff, though, man.
Actually, wait, I got something to show you guys. I did find something. Hold
Hey,
on.
you got a flag in the background.
I do. I should show you my painting I had made in Korea. That shows up on there. Oh, looks like it's there.
Nice.
Like the Easy Rider type thing or the whatever Ghost Rider type deal.
I found
I had-
something when I was at the store the other day.
Is that the Dan Haggerty?
I found this. I don't know what it is, but I have plans for it. One of my bows fits in here just so. I was hoping to put my sword in there, but it doesn't work. What do you guys think?
So is that a couple clips that it mounts on the wall and a couple clips hold something? Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Sideways, I see it now.
But
Huh.
these bows here fit here.
Yeah.
They lay
Right.
across the front.
A homemade.
I'm not sure about putting a hatchet in there yet or anything like that.
What's the backside look like?
That's what it looks like. Now, that doesn't quite hold
Nope.
an axe
Should hold it that way. There you go.
like that.
That was pretty good.
It's a little unwieldy.
Yeah, break glass in case of emergency.
Well, I'm just going to extend the loop a little bit more, but just trying to figure out something I could use. I thought it looked really cool. I have no idea what it's originally for, but
It's a
I
coat
thought it
hanger.
looked cool for a bow or something like that.
It's a coat hanger.
It's not a coat hanger because I don't think I've ever seen anything. It kind of looks like a thing for
From the- from the-
iron, but it's not quite.
From the front view, I thought like a shovel sheath or something until you
It-
turn it sideways.
It
I seen the
could
hook.
be for one of those military shovels. You know,
Them,
those-
yeah, like them. Oh, yeah. I
those-
got one
the
over
cold
here,
steel
over
ones,
there somewhere.
one of the cold steel ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
That would be a cool
Zombie
thing for. I don't own one of those.
weapon holder.
Yes, I was talking about woods.
Yeah, your tactical shovel.
I don't. I would like. I don't have a cold steel tactical shovel, but I mean, I didn't. I haven't seen a need for one yet. I can't justify.
I've got one, but I've not taken it out and played with it. With a couple things.
Let me try something here because I'm just curious. Okay, here's one of my bows. Let me see here. Just go rotate the other way. See if I get that in there. Something like that. I'm not sure. Wait, it's on the other side. I'm trying to figure out a best way for that, and I can't. It won't work for this one. It'll work for my other ones, but not this one, because this one's more of a compound style riser. So, I'll try.
Yeah.
By the way, this is the bow I'm going to be using when I go bow fishing with you, there, Scott.
Oh, nice.
Because my bow
So
fishing reel won't work on the other one.
that just think that the bows, the arms just hinge down, swing around.
No, these they do have need Allen
Oh,
wrenches
okay.
to tighten them down. I just folded them in half to keep them
Oh, I
together.
see.
So
Okay.
I'll fit them in here, so I can close it up. This is my case for it.
I see. Okay.
I want to put strap on here if I could use it as a back quiver, and I could,
Like a sling.
yeah, just like the one I got here for that one. For for this one right here. I just want to put a strap on here, and that way I could. I want to get some takedown arrows for it, but I don't have that yet.
Too much.
And that's because I want to get some takedown arrows for my arrows.
I can hear Dan on the phone.
Dan, are you still here?
I think he's on the phone.
Okay. I found out something really interesting though. Jason, forgive me. I can turn your camera on.
Yeah.
I didn't know I could do that. I did it by accident just earlier.
Short throat.
Let me try my other.
Sure, by accident.
It was a by accident. I didn't know I could do that.
I knew you can do that.
No, I thought if you did, you can block it on your end.
So there's my kind of Daily Bob from Walking Dead.
Okay.
And then my Warhammer, what do you call it? Then I got my frog gig and turtle getter back there.
Okay, let's see here.
I made one of them doggone hammer things for my grandsons. My oldest grandson, he broke his. I had to have it rethreaded and put it back together.
Yeah. Now that's gonna scratch up that handle.
But it does hold it though.
Yeah.
See? I mean, this way I can put it somewhere else. Like, say, if I want to put it up above this door right here, it probably fit one of my standard longbows better. But yeah, because I would have to pat it right here right in here. But because I don't want them to scratch up my bows too much. But this is that effect is I'm just going to find the best place. I'm trying to put this sword right here. I tried to put it on there, but it's too wide.
Glue some felt in there.
That's what I was thinking. Or actually, I was thinking more like the loop part of Velcro.
Oh, the fuzzy part. Yep.
Because I always have enough of that because I use that for my shelf material for my bows. Anyway.
Oh,
I need to add some for
really?
this one anyway.
I never thought about that. That's a good idea.
I've been doing that for years.
Huh.
That's what I did on this one.
I seen well back when I was first into it, they always talked about moleskin, so that's what.
Moleskin works. Let me see. Let me get one of my other bows.
Hey, Jax, how you doing? We get one more up here. We get a full house. Here, mousy.
Well, it says it's 7 watching, so
I
where's
saw him a little earlier. I just saw him once. So I put a fresh battery in the camera. Oh, guess what? My battery's done charging now. I need to get more batteries.
I
Okay.
meant to ask you, Jason, what typically when
Hey,
you
Ajax.
make your videos, what camera are you using?
Thank
Your
you.
phone? Your
No,
big
I'm actually
camera?
I'm
or
using
a
my
GoPro?
my Nikon.
Oh, you are using it? Okay.
Yeah. My little vlogging camera. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd use the Canon, but that thing goes through the battery so fast.
Yeah,
I actually need to get a cord for it so I can actually plug it in and do that, because that would probably be a lot better quality of video than my Nikon.
Okay, this one here is a little worn out, but you can probably, if I can get this to work here. You see which where I wore it out?
Yeah.
I need to put some new ones on there. But that just basically you just cut it to shape with a pair of scissors and just stick it on there and then just trim it around.
Yeah.
Yeah, finally
And
found
that
that.
stuff is like a couple, you can get like a whole bunch of them for like $1 or $2. You can't really use the hook part, but actually, give me a second. I got I have extra that I was using. That would work, but it's already. I actually have some left over from my my Velcro patches.
The cool air feels good.
Yep.
This right here, well, this one's not the non-sticky kind, mind you, but this kind of stuff is what you use on for your L shelves.
Never even thought about that before. Heck of an idea.
And it's easy. A lot of them already have self-adhesive.
Well, clean it up a little bit and stick her to get her cut right and stick it down.
Because what you do is you put it to you shape it first.
Yeah.
Then you cut it. When you cut it and shape it, then you could just peel and stick.
Yeah.
If you need a little adjusting, then you just trim it up.
That's what the razor blade is for.
Razor blade or whatever you're using.
Exacto blade.
Yeah. But the thing is, these are really good modes of doing all that kind of thing. I got to do it with this one here. Okay, if I was using this one right here, I could, this one's not big enough, obviously, but I would lay it across, have the long one right across here for lay flat, and another one up here. But because I don't plan on using this piece right here. I shoot barebow. I don't use sights, so I have no need to.
Was that a sight mount? That deal is a sight mount then?
Well, you can either use this one. This one here would be more for your L rest. Your sights are up here.
Okay.
As you can see, these are the inserted
brass thread inserts. Yeah.
This is my deer seeker. As you can see, this is the deer seeker, not my Samick, but it's the same exact design. But this one cost me less, a lot less. With shipping, it cost me $105.
Dang.
It's on Amazon right now.
Oh, is that where you got it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
And it's the only thing that's different. That one's red, and that one's dark brown. Ian actually found his Samick in his room today, and he's trying to get. He's got a string for it and everything. He's had it separated in parts, and he cleaned up his room, which is really surprising. And he went through his big pile of gear and he organized it and stacked it. And he's not 100% yet, but then he went into the kitchen and rearranged some of the cabinets. So he did some stuff. But if you need help with bows and stuff like that, it's another thing for your classes. If I can make it up there for you, I can bring some bows. I can bring a whole bunch of stuff.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Let me, toss it out there. Like I said, I got an RN 6 miles away. Hopefully, I can have her kind of as a medical person or do some medical, first aid. I know. First aid
That's the cover, dude.
But that's 6 miles away. You're
I mean, if I was coming and you knew I was going to be there,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I could cover.
Last Thursday.
I don't want to have to do more than a few because that's too diverse. But it took me years to get this experience I've got, so I can't. It's kind of hard to. I like focusing on my archery stuff and some other stuff. But
Yeah, I forgot last Thursday was the CPR training and stuff over at the VFW, and I forgot.
yeah, you mentioned that you were going to go take that.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Oh, but
Yeah,
maybe next time.
And I should have been there.
Well,
I haven't done that in a long time either.
I
long
need to get a
time.
refresher course myself.
Well, I'm out 6 years.
I'm out about, let's see, 22.
Yeah. I don't even want to guess.
It's
I
been-
might have had one at the nursing home. I might have had it once at the nursing home. I can't remember. Other
well,
than that,
I
yeah,
think I
right.
did something when I was in the at work.
My park ranger days or deputy days probably back that far.
Well, the thing is,
We had to do ours every 2 years.
another thing that we could talk about, if you're talking about your bushcraft and survival stuff, Scott, I can bring a tripod and got good old cast iron pot and skillets and stuff.
I need to measure my doggone. I got a little doggone Dutch oven in the fridge out in the garage to keep it dry and whatnot.
I got one. I got the big 12-quart one.
I gotta measure that dang thing and find. I gotta measure it and just keep it in my head what size I need for a lid for that doggone thing.
What
I always
size
forget
is that?
about it.
It should have a number on it somewhere.
Show me that cast iron pot again.
This is my little cauldron.
That little cauldron's pretty. That's pretty unique.
That's got a lid.
Little 4-inch lid.
Came with it.
Oh, I need
And this
one
is
of
the
those.
grand total of $5.
Hey, that only does a very small witch's brew.
This one actually holds a full. You know those big cans of soup,
Yeah, the chunky soup.
Campbell's soup, the really big ones. This fits one of those.
Huh.
All the
I
way.
need one of those for bread making.
If you're going to do bread making, I would suggest something else, because you could do the terracotta pots and stuff like that. That would do the same thing, and they're like next to nothing cost wise.
I don't know what the terracotta pot is.
It's the orange
Orange clay type looking.
the clay looking pots.
For your plants.
Yeah, they make really good things for baking bread in. They
And
handle the heat
smoke.
really, really well.
Over a fire?
Yeah. You can use those in conjunction with any standard. Well, I can even use this as an example.
Just make sure it's dry.
You can
Yeah.
use one of these and make bread in.
Otherwise, kapooey.
This right here, you can make bread in. This is
Well,
one-
I'm talking like a little small loaf type thing, nothing big. That's why that little pot was.
no. They
Oh.
they make the clay terracotta pots in all sizes. Literally,
I never
Jenny's
thought about.
there that's like that big.
Yeah, 4 inches up to 3 feet.
I never thought about baking into one of them.
Watch this.
Huh.
Watch this.
Shoulder.
Okay. As of right now, no severe thunderstorms. Okay, we are good.
Okay, Dan, this is a small version of what I'm talking about. The same material.
That's like mini Colin.
Jenny got it from work for planting small seeds. A seed starter setup.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's what you also put your little tiny little cacti in too.
You can put little seeds in there, little starter stuff in there, and yeah, because this is basically you can put a little bit of bread in this thing. Put it in any pot. This thing will grow. You can do a small loaf of bread in this thing. But the general ones are about 6 inches.
Yeah, but that's got a hole in the bottom of it.
Doesn't matter.
Mhm.
It does not stop it from working.
Yeah, but if you're cooking it over a fire,
It won't hurt it.
Yeah, you
Right, CR?
have to season
I
it.
love mini stuff like that.
No, here, this will give you an idea. Look at this.
Yeah, it's a cupcake. Yeah, no, you got to season them first too.
A cupcake.
They do suggest you put some kind of like vegetable oil. You oil
Yeah,
it
you
first.
got to heat it up, put the oil in there, and get it seasoned. Yes.
Yeah, just like you would cast iron, same way. But it's reusable over and over again. Will it eventually fall apart? Yes, but totally replaceable. very cheap, and you can bake bread in these.
Yeah, I was
And
thinking
a
about getting.
lot of the old bread pans are made from this same material.
What do you use for a lid for that?
You don't.
It's like making a cupcake. You put it in the side of the vessel to cook it.
You could, like I said, you could use this, put this inside of this, and use this
Oh,
like
okay.
a Dutch oven,
Yeah,
and do the same thing.
yeah.
You can actually, I've seen people actually use ceramic cups, coffee cups,
Okay.
too. They would work that as well.
My van is due.
But they do have a tendency to shatter eventually, but that's like any other thing. But yeah, for those people, yeah, this is Jenny's. This is just a tiny version. They get the really big ones, but a 6-inch one of these is all you need. Just like Jason said,
Single
you
serve.
have to season it a little bit like you would a cast iron. Little oil, heat it up, it'll soak into there, then you can use it for just like you would anything else.
I suppose like a pizza stone, you're supposed to season in pizza stones with some
Exactly.
oil. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Same principles. Pizza stones are pretty much the same material. And I use a pizza stone too. So
I got one too.
I've also got a cast iron pizza pan too, so, which I use as a griddle. But yeah, you have to think outside the box when you want to make bread and stuff. You don't even necessarily need any of this. You can just go straight Bannock and just wrap it around a freaking stick.
Yeah, because you can take
that way.
your 12-inch cast iron Dutch oven with the legs. And you can set that upside down, put your coals in there, take the lid, flip it upside down so the inside is facing up. Put that down top of the legs, and you have yourself a griddle.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So there's multiple. Those are techniques that most people don't know about.
Yeah.
You can fry bacon, fry eggs, whatever.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit concaved, so you can so your eggs won't roll off the edge.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I would suggest if you're going to be doing bread, you don't necessarily have to do loaves. You can do Bannock style. You just wrap it around a stick and put it over a fire and fry it that way.
Or you can also do it. What is it?
Indian bread style. You can boil it in oil.
Oil, yeah. What is it? Scone style as well.
Yeah, I've seen people actually just put their loaves directly on the coals.
Yeah,
and it just brush off the ashes and just eat it like normal.
I've done that with steaks.
Steaks will do the same.
Mm-hmm.
There's various reasons you can do it. If you do it on a hot rock, you can do it like flatbread. It'll still do the same. So
yeah,
there's various options.
Flatbread. Don't you mean tortillas?
No, we're talking about pizza. Pizza. If you know,
Hey, my battery thing turned red,
dude,
and it's almost 9:30. I know, but I gotta get to bed. I gotta drive out to Lake Andes tomorrow.
Alrighty.
Well, keep me up informed about that class thing. I'll let you know what my schedule is. If I can
my
make
plan
it
was to go.
I'll bring my bow fishing arrow set up and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna make a good weekend of it.
Well, I'm probably going to be there more than a weekend, but if I'm going to go up that way, I'm making it worth my while.
Heck yeah.
It'll be a while.
No, I was gonna go today, but good God, they're saying on the Weather Channel, or not Weather Channel, or news, 35 to 40 below with wind chill. I can't leave. I can't leave here and leave my dogs outside. I can't do it.
No,
you need to get them a heated setup for that.
Oh, let me get you hungry?
You have a heated warm house for them or no?
No, they just plastic dog houses with hay.
That's
I thought about locking them in the barn, but then I don't know how many cats have died. And
okay, yeah. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but there's the floor heaters you can probably put in those. That, I mean, if you have a place to plug it in.
I never thought about that. Yeah, them like a kennel. Yeah.
If their houses are plastic, you put that flat. It's like a waterbed heater,
Yeah. Yep.
Right there, and that should
square pad, like a heating pad type thing or whatever. Yep.
Exactly.
I have to. I got an extension cord run out to their water bucket right now.
So there you go. There we
And
go.
that's working, but I don't know if I want to add anything else onto that extension cord unless I could upgrade, to a thicker one or something.
Well,
Yeah.
for something like that, you might, especially if you want to save their lives.
A 12 gauge,
Well,
But
the thing is, you know better. Come on, you would do that. You do what you need to do.
yeah.
Just
My
run some
dad
Well,
had
there.
a waterbed heater underneath our dogs when I was growing up.
Yeah, you can run a permanent power out there.
He had power from the shed to the where the dog.
So you don't have to use the extension cord.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just an outlet out there.
But the thing is, the waterbed heater ones are already sealed so they can handle the weather.
Mhm.
Because that
Yep.
way you can't be protected from water anyway, but from the waterbed type setup. So that way you could heat a larger area, keep your dogs. It may not keep from 100% comfortable, but at least they would be well above zero.
I've seen guys way in the past, way back years ago, the doghouse was big enough, putting a heat lamp in there, way up high.
You could do that,
I-
but the thing is,
but
that could
Not
burn
in my
out.
little plastic ones. No.
That's what I was thinking of waterbed heater.
Hold on. They make a 100-watt ceramic heater instead of a heat lamp.
Oh, that'd be something.
Those are
It,
options.
it rarely gets that bad. I mean, and I got health and safety. I hate to burn it up because that's 8 hours I burned up today, health and safety time I could use for a doctor's appointment or something, or vacation time this summer. But it is what it is. I'll run.
I'll keep an eye out
stuff
for
around.
a used waterbed heater or something like that. Then if I could find one of those for you, I will. Because most people don't think about that kind of thing.
I never thought about that. No.
Thinking outside the box is one of my specialties.
Yeah.
But you need to go because your phone's getting ready to die.
I got a little teeny little red silver. So
Has it gone dim yet?
not yet. It's been talking to me. It's the little thing showing across the top, and it's turned a little teeny little red bar. So
Well, just to let you know, I actually just picked up something from the TikTok shop for $24. Is a 10,000 milliamp Anchor battery, which is
real.
So you might want to consider. It's actually about that tall, 20,000 milliamp. Comes with its own cord and everything.
Dang.
Cord. I'm
Hold on,
actually
hold
using it to use it for my bushcraft stuff.
Hold on. Scott's phone is about to die. Dun-dun.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Scott, I will
Night,
call
Scott.
you probably tomorrow if you're free, because I could talk to you on the road, can't I?
No, not anymore. I got a both front and rear facing deck on camera now, and it's yelled at me already, and I flipped it off.
So I mean, even if it's hands free,
Nope.
that's weird.
I had a bag of almonds. I looked at the daggone thing like this, and I dumped a couple in my mouth, and it says, "Put your phone down." I showed the bag of almonds and give it the finger. and I got an email. Well, we all got an email like Thursday last week saying from the VP that, by the way, all you that give the one finger salute, I seen that.
And he's seen the bag of almonds too.
But I haven't got a phone call yet. Lots of other people have had a phone call
Oh, no.
from the market manager. And so his deal said the next comment from his comment was, guys, I get it. I totally get it. I feel the same way sometimes. So anyway,
I'm going to email them back. How many times have you seen them one finger salute?
it's sad.
You should hold a little sign that says, one finger flute or something like that.
His comment was about the seatbelt, not wearing a seatbelt and one finger salute. Well, mine, when I got a non-seatbelt thing, I went like just put my thumb under it and pulled it out. Like, here, see, it's on, and glared at it. That's all I did. But the almond thing, yeah, I did wave it.
You got to go. You're going to die.
All right, take care, buddy.
Yeah. Love you, brother.
Love you.
Bye.
Okay. And then we were 3. Dan, you still here?
No.
Okay, there's one way to find out, to be sure, though. See, there you are. No, it's just yeah, trying to figure out ways to keep your pets warm in the cold weather. It's always a good idea. I mean, I think if I remember correctly, where Dan's located at, I can't read that middle one. Freedom,
Hang on
yeah,
a second.
liberty, freedom, and honor. Okay, that's a good 3 words. I agree. I don't have my other hat on, otherwise I would have my little.
Better.
Yep. No, it's just because my dyslexia was not allowing me to read it properly, so I kind of saw the word free, and I just kind of extrapolated from there. Now I have a general idea exactly where you're at, Dan. So you get some good wind where you're at.
Yeah, we've got a disc golf park it's a soccer field and all that stuff.
Open
And
ground.
boy, it's right next to the interstate.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, all that wind comes up that interstate and then sweeps into the park. It just
Right into where you guys are at. Yeah, I get it.
it's a soccer park.
Now,
You know,
back behind our house, you guys saw where the groundhog is. On the other side of the fence is a 1/4 mile patch of ground between us and the church. That's nothing but open ground. And we have every sort of animal under the sun that's in Iowa run across that back fence.
Even badgers?
No stinking badgers.
badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
No, we do have badgers in Iowa. So
Oh, yeah.
I can't say that would not be a probability. But we have had foxes, we've had pheasants. I don't know about turkeys yet, but I would not put it past it because I have seen deer. Literally, while I was standing in my backyard, watch a deer run right past me. The groundhog, you guys know about that, but and squirrels and all that other stuff. I don't know about coyotes, but it's a probability. But I've seen foxes back there, and we have the neighborhood cats too. But yeah, it's all a possibility about keeping your pets warm and stuff like that. Because we were considering about trying to get chickens back here. I'm not allowed to have chickens, and that's for the stupidest reason. Can you guys why?
Because you're allergic to chickens.
Nope, not allergic. I love eggs.
I'm talking about the bird, not the egg.
Not allergic to birds either. I helped my grandma raise chickens when I was a kid.
Oh,
So no issues. No chicken allergies or anything like that. That's not the reason. It's nothing that has to do with me physically.
by the city ordinance.
And it's a really stupid ordinance too. You need a minimum of 1 acre of ground, or you have to be in, they consider it an agricultural section of the city. Guess where it starts?
On the other side of the fence.
On the other side of the fence.
They tell me it's not for eggs, it's not for eating, they're for pest control.
Wood still not allowed because you need a permit, and the permit required.
No, it's
They're wild.
your emotional support chickens. That way they can't.
They're wild chickens.
This is my Muppet chickens. This is Camilla. This is Rosalita. No. I've got to have at least an acre, a full acre, in order to have chickens. And I'm on the wrong side of the fence. Like I said, that's the outside of the town, on the other side of that freaking fence.
Put the chickens on the other side of the fence.
I can't. It's not my ground. It's the church's.
Just ask for permission for just, a couple of feet to use.
Because I want to put I got a spot right next where that little wood pile is. I could put a coop right there. No issues.
So raise them up above the ground.
These would a full coop would be off the ground, except for where they do their scraping and stuff. But
just make everything above ground. That way you can say it's not on the property.
the only thing is, chickens cannot be on the property without a proper permit.
Tell them you need chickens because I need pest control.
I don't have a garden.
No, for insects around the house.
Oh yeah.
I still think it's basically like an emotional support.
Well,
Yeah,
there
thank
is a
you.
petition going around trying to repeal that particular section of the code. People understand about the need for permits. It's the limitations of the amount of property you have
Said permits, yeah.
is the problem.
Well, if they take it down to a quarter of an acre, that would help out for a lot of people.
I have a sixth of an acre.
Okay.
A tenth of an acre would be nice. Down to a tenth. I can do a tenth.
That's not very many square feet.
Mm-mm. But you've seen my backyard. It's not small. But
Well, you know how big an acre is?
Huh?
An acre is like 43 square feet.
Let me check something here.
Not very. An acre's not very big.
I don't know. Nope, that doesn't have.
It's like 110 feet by 110 feet. That's an acre. That's 43,000.
I'm trying to find an acre on here, but I can't find it.
435 square feet. If I can remember correctly.
Forty-three thousand 560.
Okay, that was close.
But I just over 6,000 square feet on the property.
So
including the
6,000
house.
square feet. Yeah, okay.
And it's just about a sixth of that. So I'm not exactly sure what exactly, if it's a sixth of that. I got to figure that out. So would that be like point? What number would that be? 33333. No, that's a third.
That's a third. You know for sure your property is 6,000 square feet. For sure.
Yeah. Well, it's less than 7,000 feet. I do know that. So, because I looked it up on actually they had the property listed on Zillow. It's not for sale. It's just on there.
Yeah, just get a measuring tape out there and measure it.
I don't want to have to measure it. That's the whole point.
Yeah, you're on 1/8.
1/8 or 1/6?
1/8.
Go measure it. Do it for the sake of the chickens.
You'll be surprised. Zillow's not always correct.
The home is 707, but they're not taking into account the full basement. They don't count that for some reason. The lot size is 9,583 square feet.
Yeah, you're almost at a quarter acre.
Yeah, not quite there.
Yeah, just make sure they do it for 8,000 square feet.
Right. Let's see here. Dang it. Where was I? Crap, I lost how many square feet that was. Square feet in a mile. I've lost all that. There it is. 43,560.
Yeah, you should be like, what, 23%?
4.5455 0.49%, whatever that is. Let's see here. I have no idea. It's 9,000. So, like I said, so he's okay. CR is already gone.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you guys for being here with me and hanging out, taking over while I was taking care of business. I really appreciate it. Just going to say that for you because it means a lot.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep.
I do. This is my distraction, folks. This is how I deal with things. So I'm not going to fall down and ball my head off or anything like that. I'm not that way. But because it's going to sound weird, I lost my sister a long time ago when she lost her faculties. So the person I knew wasn't there anymore. So I'm just
the case.
Huh?
That's typically the case.
Yeah. So I've made my peace a long time ago. Now, my sister, on the other hand, my other sister, is taking it really hard because they hung out and did a lot of stuff together all the time. And the fact is, she's burying her baby sister. So that in itself, along with my nieces and my great nieces and nephews and all that other stuff, they're going to be doing their thing. There's nothing wrong with that, Doug. I lost my baby sister today, Doug. There's not going to be a funeral. There's going to be a wake because I'm a firm believer in wakes are happy places. Funerals are for people who like to be depressed. So, happy thoughts, folks. Smiley day kind of thing, or as Robin Williams in Peter Pan. Happy thoughts. But I've got things to plan, especially with this guy up here. And I probably have some challenges for you, Jason, that I can think of some that you can do where you're at that I gotta see what I can do gardening wise.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Or, you have targets set up for your shooting thing outside your house, correct?
Several.
Okay. I have something I can do at one of my local shooting ranges with my 22. That I can set up targets where there, and I can challenge you versus your air rifles. So it would not be put up on YouTube, obviously, probably more on Rumble, but something you and I could challenge each other and see who does what, because you're going to have the sights, you're going to have the scope and all the other fun stuff. I'm going straight iron sights and just having fun with it.
Yeah. It's all about grouping.
It's all about throwing lead. Just to have some fun. The fact is, even maybe bring my bow with some regular targets and do that too. Because I can, blow up some glitter-filled, biodegradable glitter balloons or something. Or those exploding gel pack thingies. Those are always fun. The splatter packs.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I got those little torpedoes.
Probably. Those would be kind of cool to see.
They're small.
Yeah. Different things like that. So that's an option.
Yeah, they're about the size of a 30 caliber in diameter and about an inch long.
Oh, thank you for your concern, Doug. I really appreciate it. My little sister and I were not that close. But the one thing most people don't realize, sorry for talking over you, Jason, I apologize for that. My older sister is in her 60s. and she's a cancer survivor. And she had a double mastectomy just in order to beat it. She's on oxygen 100% of the time. Once she goes, I'm the last one. I don't know if anybody knows what that's like, but that's kind of scary.
The last man standing.
Yeah. My boy is the last waller.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to tell you about that. So those who are in the know, he's the last one of us. So unless he has kids, there's no more from me. All the rest of them had girls. So he's the only boy of his. I mean, literally, my little sister had all girls.
Oh,
My older brother never had any kids.
hold on.
You misspelled guaranteed, but okay, I understand.
They upped the percentage.
Oh, the meteorite.
Yeah, 3.1% chance.
We had to jinx it, didn't we?
Yep, we had to jinx it.
I still think we got to Armageddon it. That's the only way we're going to be able to do it. We got to hijack Bruce Willis and all the crew, Ben Affleck, the whole crew. We can't. We're going to be missing one person though. We go up there, take it down, put some rockets on it to booster rockets to push it out of the way. But I still think if we can get it in a geosynchronous orbit around the moon, then we can harvest it like you planned.
Or give it over to Elon Musk. He'll find a way to land it slowly.
Bite your tongue. Literally. And painfully. I'm not a fan. Okay.
Always, you guys don't have to worry. It's not a planet killer.
No. Just annoying. Can you imagine if it took out someplace like really important, like Arlington Cemetery? That would be sad.
U.S. is not on the is not in the strike zone. I already looked.
About Antarctica.
It's supposed to go through between U.S. and Hawaii, the mainland. Could strike anywhere there towards
As long as
Panama.
it doesn't hit Oahu, where Johnny's at, I'm okay.
Oh no. No, you can see the video. Some of the videos and some of the new stuff has a chart.
Oh, we lost Dan.
Yeah, it has a chart, and it goes right over the center of Japan. Osaka is right on the line.
So Godzilla is a possibility then,
Yeah,
or you can do your Jaegers and stuff like that if you want to go that route.
yeah. So yeah, it's supposed to go over over parts of China, that kind of area.
Then that gets into the Tomorrow War scenario thing.
Yeah.
I have movies for every scenario, folks. Please forgive me. I know all that kind of crap with has to do with aliens and things like that. We already mentioned Transformers, folks. That was already on the list. That would be on the good side of the scenario because we get the good guys, not just the bad guys.
In a morbid sense of way, I kind of like to see it just to see it.
I've seen meteors before.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
By
I meant
the
just
way,
to see something on that scale, but at the same
no,
time, I
Jason,
don't want it to
I'm
happen.
going to tell you something. If it's as big as you say, the trajectory should be seen from the Earth. Easy.
Oh no, yeah, we would see it across the sky. I would see it from the south.
I'd probably see it a little bit in my area too.
It's supposed to be down towards the equator.
Doesn't mean anything. You should be able to still see it if it's that big.
We might hear it. That's a big chunk of space rock.
Yep. You should be able to see it really well if even if it's like blared out, depending what time of day it is and everything.
Yeah, like I said, it's supposed to pass over Panama, which is directly south of us. That's
you
still
have night
wet.
vision. You have a night vision scope, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna look at it.
Why?
It'll probably be during the day.
So
Yeah, it's also
there's no proof that it's going to happen in the daytime.
no. There's no proof, but they said what the December 22nd, 20 or 2032, or is it 20?
29 to 32.
Yeah,
That's what you said.
yeah, because there's like two of them that have a potential.
And this is 2025, so we still got a ways.
Oh yeah, we still got time. Yeah,
And
the
if it
3.
goes all Armageddon thing, then we could do the whole montage with play the soundtrack to Armageddon and all the
Yeah,
other fun stuff.
you got better chances of winning the American Roulette.
Though I will admit, the conditions they asked for when they to go up in space in that movie
Mhm.
was really, really cool. When
Well,
Rockhound asked for one thing.
Yeah, because we can use that as our scenario right now for
That's my I'm calling it my Armageddon scenario.
yeah.
But
Since it's
when
current,
Rockhound asked for the being never have to pay taxes again, ever.
Yeah.
And that's all taxes. No state taxes, no income taxes, nothing. For life. Now, I don't know if that was per family, like forever in his generation down, which would be cool if it was. That would really torque off somebody in the government, especially in the IRS.
yeah, we pay too much taxes as it is now.
We do. But the thing is, can you imagine if someone tries to say, you got to pay your taxes? You go, no, I don't. My dad was one of these guys. Oh. That would be so freaking cool. Sorry.
No, like
It's a good movie.
Yeah. Now, if everybody that had an income besides Social Security, that actually worked for a living and only paid, was it 0.27% into taxes, that would cover everything.
Yeah, I heard that people were borrowing from Social Security.
Oh yeah, they've been doing that for years.
They're not supposed to borrow.
No, they're not. They have been.
So there is that. I don't want to that's getting too close to the government
of mismanagement.
thing. So we're not going to go down that rabbit hole, folks, because that's a hot topic.
Oh yeah, we got other channels to watch for that.
Yeah, but we can talk about the Armageddon thing. I take credit or what I'd say responsibility for the taxes thing because he mentioned it in the movie. It was a movie thing. I'm not sure what else they asked for, but I know taxes was just one of them. Being tax-free for life. Now, that bracket I showed you, Jason, what do you think of it?
It reminds me of something to hold like a shovel.
It does, but it's not.
Or a coat rack.
It's not a coat rack, though. Wrong design. Because it's got a coat rack doesn't need 5 points of contact. You know what I mean?
It is if it's a heavy jacket.
Well, give me a second here. Let me see if I can figure out what I put it. I sat it down when I was talking, and I forget. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing.
No, so that's what it kind of looks like.
Well, I thought it was too initially, but then I realized no, because my bows won't fit on there. Oh, here it is. Now, give me a second. My longbow will fit on there. That's not bad, right?
Yeah.
It's not quite balanced, but I can always bend the brackets out a little bit further. Well, there it is. That's balanced right there. That would look really cool. But it's got hole here, 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 and here.
Yeah,
That's
probably,
overkill.
yeah, it was probably for something heavy.
I'm thinking it was something else. Because what does this look like this way, Jason?
Looks like something for a shovel.
I'm thinking about an old iron.
Yeah, but that's the part that's going to go up against the wall.
Well, maybe. I don't know. But I was thinking an iron would fit flat on this. You could use this as a bracket.
Wait a minute, you got an ironing board?
No,
I would say clip it onto an ironing board and see if it clips on there.
it's probably you put it on your ironing board like that. You put your iron on that, like that.
And it holds it on there, yeah.
Yeah, because that's got the brackets here. That's what it looks like. Because it does have the screws going this way, but it's also indented this way too. So I don't know.
Beveled.
But it's got the dimples on the backside right here too.
Yeah,
As you
like I
see.
said,
Little raised.
do a Google, take a picture of it and do a Google search.
Give me a second. Trying to find it.
Trying to think of anything what else it could be used for.
I have
Well,
no idea.
something heavy because it's got 5 screw holes.
Let me put my bow down here. I plugged my phone in charge and I forgot to plug it back in. Let's find out what it is, if it is anything.
You can finally see my message.
No, I didn't. Okay. It's actually, it's a vintage 3-layer iron stand.
Okay, so I guess you were right. Iron stand.
But in my defense, it does look like something. It does look a little bit like a Gothic window, right?
Oh, you know what the holes are for? Steam.
Probably, because it goes this. What it probably is you put it on a table.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It goes on a cutting board on an
It could
ironing
be
board.
on a table too, or whatever flat surface you're using,
Yeah,
and that way you put your iron on there.
it doesn't
But-
slip off. Oh, no. What are the old wood burning stoves to heat up your iron?
The old school irons,
Yeah.
probably on a cast iron stove.
Yep.
So I know I kind of had a feeling it might be, but all the other suggestions are not bad.
No, they're not.
I mean, I'm kind of sorry that my axe doesn't fit on it, which would look really cool. Something like that.
Or double-headed axe like mine.
Probably a double-headed axe could, but I don't have a much of a back end on this one because it's just a hatchet.
Yeah.
So it's my throwing hatchet.
Okay, yeah.
I got another one over there. I'm going to use it like I planned about using this as a bow for bows.
Yeah.
Like my longbow. I could put my longbow at the top of this door right here, right above the door. It would look really freaking cool, or way above the top of my bows.
It just dawned on me. Wait a
And I
minute.
could put it up here, up this door right here.
Because as I said, iron, I'm going, let's see. Modern iron, and let's see. Oh, the top of the stove.
Right.
Top of the, yeah.
Cast iron stove. I could put another bow, put it up here and run that bow for that, my longbow there, or my U recurve or something like that. I think my 100-pound war bow would probably be a little much, but I'm repurposing it to what I would want it to be used for, and I think it would work really cool as a medieval-looking thing. I understand it's not medieval, but it looks medieval with all the metal parts.
Oh, hold the claymore.
I do have my Strider sword over here to my right,
Yeah.
but I don't have it. It's not secured to the sheath. It doesn't have a tie on for the sheath
Oh,
because it's the scabbard's supposed to be hanging down from a saddle,
yeah.
and it's just the weight holding it together. It's not holding the sheath to the hilt. So while it would look really cool, I don't want an open blade hanging off my wall. As much people say, "Oh, that'd be so cool." No, that's just debris and dust getting on the blade, and damaging it. I don't want anything to do with that. But for a bow, I think that would look really cool. I could put a design or magnet thing up there. Oh, there's another eye shooting.
Put your sticker on it.
Magnet. Holy cow. Ugh. Yeah.
You can put your sticker on it.
I could put my sticker on there, but I'm probably going to end up put a different design or something up there. But I could probably put my sticker on a magnet.
Yeah.
One of those little.
There you go. Yeah, you can buy those little sheets of magnets.
Yeah, just stick my sticker on there. That way I can cut it out and have it'll be a magnet then, which I think would be a little bit more appropriate. Would make it last longer, but you won't be able to attach it to your computer or anything like that. But it would look really cool. But we know what it is. That is freaking cool. And yeah, typically made of metal. Trivets could be made of silicone, wood, or other materials. This type of trivet is designed to hold a hot iron, protecting the surface underneath. It's used to the 3-layer design is designed to help diffuse heat. This way, when you put it on your table, it doesn't burn your table.
Yep. I wonder if there's an air pocket in there.
They got different styles of it too.
That's cool.
The one I have is literally like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar to that one. Now, this one here is actually cool. I've seen these before. Now, I've seen people use these for regular pots and pans when they're cooking.
Oh yeah.
They put them right in the middle of your table. You put your little
Yeah, we have one.
on that.
We have like 1 or 2 of them.
What?
The little cast iron thing you put your hot pans on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this one it's for a little hot iron and stuff like that. And this one here, that's a little different, but I know what it is. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure how much they're worth or anything like that.
So it doesn't fall off the table.
I'm just curious how much it's going to cost. You know, how much it would be worth, whatever. Well, some of them are worth more than others, apparently. The angled ones are worth a lot of money. I think mine's probably worth about $60. I paid about $1 for it. No, wait. No, less than $1, actually. I forgot. I got a veterans discount. Because I picked that up at the D.A.V. So
They probably didn't know what it was.
most people, I didn't know what, I mean, I had an idea because, I mean, I was going by what it looked like shape-wise. But I was, I'm a firm believer is use more than one use, as you are.
A multitasker.
Huh?
A multitasker.
Exactly. I mean, make sure whatever you have doesn't always just have one use. So that, I can use it for my bows. I could use it for a hot iron if I actually had one. I don't even own an iron, to be honest. But I still think it would be cool hanging a bow off my wall up here. If I had a double-headed axe, I could hang it off that, which would look really freaking cool. Because, like if I had a dwarven battle axe or something. Or even a good double-headed, double-bitted felling axe. But I don't need something that big. I don't have no reason to put one on my freaking wall. And like I said, I'm not into axes. I'm into bows. I'm sure I could probably find something else I could probably put in there too. As you know, my longbow did fit in there.
Nope.
Which is really cool. But I could probably hang it up above this wall right here, or up there, above the door, to make my wall a little bit more presentational. I still have access to use it. I just take it off and use it, grab it to use it. But I'm not sure if I really want to put my bow way that high because that's the one I like going hunting with. And this is the other hunting bow right there. And I haven't figured out what to do with the newest takedown, but I will find a way to do it. I'm thinking about doing the other type of bow fishing setup for that with the blue reel seat that I have. And I was thinking about if I get that kind of setup for it, then I could actually use it as a bow fishing setup that way. But I got to find a proper bow fishing reel. I've got the seat, nothing wrong with that. I just need the reel. That way I can get it working. I can use it, go bow fishing with it. I'll be comfortable with, because I'm comfortable using my this bow here for shooting usually. But I'm going to make that a dedicated bow fishing reel setup, so I don't have to think about it. But my bow fishing setup is right there, right underneath my arrows there. So I definitely want to do some bow fishing, because that way I can be more rounded in my skill set when it comes to survival. Not because I'm a firm believer that a bow fishing arrow could be used to take small game, not just fish. And it gives you a leg up on retrieving your game. If you hit your target, like you practice yourself to do, a bow fishing arrow will keep your target from getting away, in my opinion. Because those bow fishing arrows, you already know what the tips look like.
Yeah.
They're meant to keep fish from getting away. And I think a larger animal, like a turkey or something, it would keep it from getting away.
No, usually when you hit a turkey, they usually.
I have not
Take it
done
far.
any kind of bow fishing whatsoever yet, Doug. The only reason I haven't is because I haven't had access to this thing yet. Because I'm left-handed. Bow fishing gear for left-handers is expensive. Crazy expensive. Which one of the detriments for me not doing it. But I picked this up for $30 off of Facebook Marketplace. It needs a little tweaks. I can pick that. I got a site. I can pick up the things that it needs to replace on it. But it's fully functional as it stands. It just needs some things. But it's fully functional as it stands. But I have to use my takedown longbow with it, because the part that I have trouble with that reel up there is that the bracket hits these right here, where my seats where my limbs are at. Because this sits outside of the bow. As you can see, there's a little lip right there. If that wasn't there, then it would not have an issue. But it doesn't sit properly as it stands. And I'd rather not use a bow that's that setup without being flush, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've been any bow fishing or anything like that, Jason. You're well-rounded, but I'm not sure if you have.
Nope.
But that's on my list of being able to do multiple things with my bow. That's not just a one-trick pony type of situation. Yes, I can hunt with it. I want to be able to fish with it too. That way, I'm not restricted to my access of what game. If in a survival situation, if I don't have a fishing pole, I can use that, and I will be able to take down fish or another small game, and be able to feed and maintain my well-being. But to answer your question, no, I have not bowfished carp. I have not been bowfishing yet. That was the only restriction I've had, and Jason can tell you I've been talking about it for years.
Yeah.
And its main reason, cost, is my biggest issue. Because I don't know why, but bow fishing is a third equipment, reels especially, is a third more than right-handers, which makes no sense. And the ones with the reel seat, which use regular reels, are still the same thing, even though a lot of the reels are ambidextrous. Still doesn't make sense to me. But I would love to go bow fishing down in Texas with Jason someday. But carp would probably be on the list, as well as gar or any other non-game fish that I would be allowed to shoot with a proper fishing license, obviously. But we'd have some. We would either have to do one hellacious fish fry or something, Jason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not with carp.
Well, whatever. I mean, what if we go with a gar or what other non-game fish you have down there?
No.
What else do you have? Perch don't count, right?
Trying to think of what else.
Let me check here. Okay, gar, buffalo, mullet, and sheep's head.
Yeah, those are all not so good fish.
Well, I didn't say it was going to be perfect. The mullet is the one that would probably be the most edible. But they're mainly used for bait.
Yeah.
So they're trash fish, basically.
Yeah.
But that's the only 4 fish that you can bow fish for in Texas.
Yeah, legally.
I'm looking at the bow fishing regulations for the state's parks and wildlife department. Now, there might be other species available, but alligator gar is prohibited.
Here or there?
There.
Mhm.
On portions of Lake Texacoma. Alligator gar, that's on that lake. Lady Bird Lake in downtown Austin has a daily limit of 1 trophy-sized carp. So it's got to be measured as 33 inches or more. There might be some saltwater versions that something we can check too. But I don't know anything about saltwater.
No, I don't know either.
Okay, saltwater fish. Flounder, that's edible.
Poor flounder.
Drum, stingrays, sharks.
I know stingrays. I forgot about stingrays.
Yep, stingrays are available. Sharks and redfish. I don't know what a redfish is.
Redfish is the you'll have to see it.
Oh, I'm sure.
They get big. They get big.
But the thing is, I know that stingrays are edible.
Yeah, you can make cookie cutters and make fake scallops out of them.
I have no idea. But I know you can eat flounder because a lot of people have eaten flounder. Yeah, red drum, especially red drum. I'm not sure what a drum is.
Oh shoot!
Flounder, sheep's head, drum, and mullet. So I'm not worried about mullet.
Yeah.
So it's got to be between flounder and drum.
I'm trying to remember what the drum is. I got it in the picture in my head. I just can't.
They say it's got a mild flavor, high in protein and omega-3 fatty acids. So that's a good survival fish.
Yeah.
But flounder is considered a healthy and sustainable choice with low mercury content, making a good option for most people, including pregnant women and young children. So flounder might be my biggest choice. You got to watch out for stingrays because they accumulate high levels of toxins in their bodies, making them unsafe to eat. Sharks carry high in mercury, especially
Yes.
if you eat them which is harmful if you eat them in large quantities.
Same thing with tuna.
Well, tuna's not going to be an option, but so flounder is probably going to be the best one if we can find them, right? So I've seen there's a survival guy I've been watching who's a British guy who's gets dropped off at an island by his friends,
Yeah.
and he's going to survive using a bow, and he bow fishes with a bow without a reel. He just shoots the fish
Yeah.
with just using a regular arrow and a regular takedown bow, which is pretty good. I mean, it takes really good hand-eye coordination to shoot a fish in the water. And he takes down all these, kind of fish and stuff. Redfish is good. Okay, good to know. I don't know anything about it, but what does it say about redfish on my list?
Yeah, redfish they're like trying to explain what they kind of look like. They got large scales like a carp. They're in brackish saltwater and freshwater. Yeah, they're right along the coast.
They can get pretty big.
Yes, they get big. I wouldn't kayak fish for them, but some guys do.
Yeah, it's like this one right here. Give me a second.
Yeah.
That's a big fish. That could feed a whole family and then some.
Oh, yeah, they also got a very large mouth on them, too.
And if you're bow fishing with that, you got to make sure you're strapped in, because that's one thing I would add to my bow fishing setups is a strap around my wrist to maintain my grip on my bow. And a lot of archers already do, but I don't have one of those yet.
Yeah, they've taken people out. So
that would definitely pull my arm. But that's a big fish. I mean, that's on the larger side. And I would do something more a little bit closer to shore if it's available. Because I don't want to have to, I don't like being out in boats any more than I have to be. Not that I get seasick or anything. I just don't like not knowing what's underneath my feet. It's just a thing. I'll never be on a cruise ship for the same reason. And if I can't walk home, I don't want to go. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But flounder, I've seen people find flounders. Those are the ones with the two eyes on the same side of their head, right?
That's going to be halibut.
Is it?
I believe it's halibut.
Nope. They're flat fish. They have eyes on one side, two eyes on one side.
Flounder? Okay.
Yep. And I've seen a lot of the videos I've seen people do survival ones on islands and stuff. They're in shallow water. I mean, up to 6 inches. Let me close this out here. They're in like really shallow water, but they're flat. They swim sideways like that. But their eyes are all one side of their head. So they're like the size of a dinner plate, if not bigger. So that would work. Those are good eating. And I'm sure they have them along the coast of Texas. I've been to the, please forgive me, folks. It's still going to be the Gulf of Mexico. It will never be the Gulf of America. But it's going to be.
Or like Lake Illinois now.
Say what?
Changing Lake Michigan to Lake Illinois.
I heard something about that too.
Yeah.
But no, I've been on the coast of the Gulf Coast, and I know there's flounder there. So that would be something to do if you're going to do a beach type of thing. But you got to find a place where you can do it without people getting crazy about you bow fishing for flounder. He said, You're on a public beach. What are you doing hunting or fishing or whatever? But you'll see hundreds of guys with their fishing poles along the shores. So, but you don't see people with bows doing it. But it won't be illegal. So that would be interesting to see what the either the cops or the wildlife people say about that. As long as but I would talk to a game warden before I even go attempt anything like that. I still think you could do really well with doing that, though, Jason, with your bow setup.
Yeah. Actually, I would do a different bow.
Really?
Yep.
Why is that?
Mine would be too powerful for something like that.
Well, so would mine, technically.
Yeah, you want something that's going to be
But the thing is, I want
35
accurate.
to 40.
I'd rather have accurate. Sorry, go ahead.
Like 35 to 40 draw weight.
I can't get accurate with something that low powered.
You're not shooting out. You're shooting down.
I understand that, but my accuracy is with power. And I like knowing where I put my arrows. I can't do that with a lower powered bow.
It's called practice.
I don't do low power.
Mhm.
I stick with my 55-pound draw bow. Now, Ian's bow might work, but I can't use it.
I mean, you could probably do 45. But like I said, 75.
I don't have a
76
low powered. I don't have the limbs for it.
Yeah.
Now, Ian's got a 35-pounder bow limbs.
Yeah, because, my bow would just blow right through it.
Huh?
My bow would just blow right through it.
So would mine. But I would know when I hit, I know where I'd be hitting.
I'm more worried about,
I'm not worried about
going
damaging
through a fish and then hitting a rock.
Well, the thing is, the tips are replaceable. They're meant to be.
You can snap the bow too, or not the bow, but the arrow.
The arrow is a solid fiberglass rod, not likely to
Yeah.
snap because fiberglass rods don't snap that easy. Can they get chipped and splintered? Yeah, but they don't snap.
You gotta see. Yeah, they'll snap because I've seen the pins from the golf course snap.
But that's different, kind of, not the same thickness.
Yeah, they're thicker.
Mm-mm.
The pins on the golf course, the flag.
But they're not made to be shot. They're made to be standing. That's it.
Yeah, they're still pretty
They
tough.
will handle getting hit with a golf ball. I do know that, but that's not the same thing.
When they snap, they go.
Now, I've heard people try to make bow fishing arrows out of the fiberglass garden stakes.
No, they're too flimsy.
Exactly. It's the same thing. The flags for golf is the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the arrows are different.
No, the ones on the golf course, they're pretty stout.
I didn't say they weren't, but they weren't made to do what those do.
Yeah,
They're made to be shots and stuff. They're made to take impact, especially if you miss, because there's no way they're meant for. Even my arrows, they bounce sometimes. But I've got two bow fishing arrows. Let me get one of them. One's attached, one's not. Where's the other one at? Right here. Here's my secondary one. It needs a new tip. Like I said, tips were replaceable. These were meant to be replaced regularly.
Yeah.
So these tips get lost, get damaged all the time. But these things barely flex. And I'm taking some pressure on that. And all I had to do is, run my string through here. And that's what I'm shooting. And these right here will hold whatever fish, or if in the case if you're using it for small game, that'll hold it in your small game too. So you're not likely to lose your small game, such whether a rabbit, even a raccoon or possum or whatever that you're using for your hunting for survival. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. I understand how you feel. I'm going through some things. I'm sure people will tell you what's going on, but I'm dealing with it. But by not dealing with it, if that makes any sense.
Mhm.
But everybody copes in their own way. So this is my way. Um, like I was saying to everybody else, I've had a feeling that she was going to go today because she was going downhill, and if she would have made it any longer, they would have took her feet, and that wasn't an option. And she would not go out that way, being sectioned off piece by piece. She was a diabetic, overweight,
Yeah.
chain smoker with a
Oh, the cat came in.
cat came in back the very next day. The cat came back. I thought it was.
I fed him.
Let me find that that real seat, and I could show you what I mean about the for this bow here, in conjunction with that arrow. I had it the other day. I was actually going over Ian's bow fishing crossbow.
Jinx.
Really?
And he's doing something but hit. I just got to remember where I placed it.
Like skunk?
Where did I put it? Where are you? I leave it now. I'll be right. I'm trying to remember where I placed it. I know I had it. I held it in my hand. I used it. Then I misplaced it again. I think I had it over here. Where I had it. Hats because I want to. Please forgive me, folks. I am scatterbrained and I have an excuse, so at least for today anyway. Just not what happened previously, because I know I'm scatterbrained then too. As Jason could probably attest.
What?
I get scatterbrained most days.
Oh, yeah.
But today I have a little bit more than average reason for my reason for being this way. And I'm just trying to remember where I put something. I know I had it. I used it. I set it down. Then I probably forgot where I put it. I thought I put it up on my shelf, but I didn't. I can't find it. Check one more place. I think I might have put it up on my shelf. That's not it. That's not it. Must have put it up there. Nope. Not there. Ah, crap. I can't. I'll find it later, I guess. I have no other choice. I just misplaced it too many times. It's probably right next to me and I can't see it, which is really pitiful on my part. I set things down, not paying attention where I do with it. The next thing I know, I'll be doing something else and I go, oh, there it is. But that's not it. I did find this though, Jason. If you want to show that off and tell them that you got your copy now. Okay. Moving my gear. Well, my sister passed away this afternoon at 1:30 in the afternoon. I had a feeling that she was going to go today, and I felt her pass. And she put herself and her body through hell, but she lived her life her way. And my older sister and myself were the last two of our side of the family. I'm the oldest male. My boys is the oldest male grandkids. So, yeah, my boy and I are the last two males. My sister, we have plenty of girls, so that's not an issue. Just need to figure out some other stuff that's going on right now. I could have sworn I had that right there. It's probably right in front of me, and I'm just not seeing it. But we're not doing a funeral. We're doing a wake for my sister, so she's going to be remembered fondly. Because I always feel that funerals are for sad things, and stuff like that. Me, myself, wakes are for remembering the happy times. Aha. Found it. The one place I forgot to check in my actual archery box. So this is going to be going on. Give me a second here. Let me get myself discombobulated on this bow or this other bow. It's going to be fitting on this bow here, right here, for bow fishing. I don't have a reel for it, folks, so I got to find a bow fishing reel that I can afford.
Not yet. In due time. In due time, you'll have one.
But this will fit for my. I can put a bow fishing reel on there. Use my bow fishing arrow. This setup. This will be for this setup. But it will be everything I need to do. I figured out where it was at, Jason. It was in my archery box. I put it away like I'm supposed to. I'm so scatterbrained that I forget that I actually put it where it was supposed to go. Go figure. But this lake's next to nothing. Doesn't interfere. Actually, it acts as a counterbalance, which is actually improves the shooting. But I've never shot a fish with that or anything like that. I do got to get a bow strap. That way I can wrap a strap around my wrist to protect me from losing my bow while I reel in. That's the only issue with bow fishing arrows and stuff like that, because most of them, the crank's on this side, which doesn't do me any good because I got to hold the bow with this. And so, yeah, I have to figure out which one setup I'm taking, either this one or that one, if I get the right bow fishing reel. Yeah, that's a bow fishing reel. It's got specialty line on it. You can't just use any bowstring or fishing string. It won't work because the way the speed of the arrow that comes out of off the bow would snap normal string. Now, if I just go like, let's see if they have one on Facebook Marketplace. I haven't looked in a bit. because a lot of them are just not ambidextrous. I don't want the ones with the big winding reel. You have to wind it yourself. That's just too much work in my book. But I've got to find one I could use. Yeah, that's not. Let's try eBay. Yeah, $48 for a standard bow fishing reel setup. Not with the bottle type, but just a regular straight up reel, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But they're not what you call high end ones either. Well, that's not bad. Jason, I found something.
What'd you find?
Well, give me a second here. I'll show you. I actually was kind of shocked when I just saw this. Check this out. First and foremost, $40.
And
It's ambidextrous.
oh, okay. You just swap handles on either side.
Yeah, see, there's the reel on that one, and there's the place for on the other, and it's already set up with the proper test, a 200-pound test.
Well, that's good.
For $40. I'm not really happy with the one-handed crank thing, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
And in conjunction with the setup I have with a proper tip replacement, I can have a bow fishing setup in like 5 minutes. $40, that's cheap. I could have been bow fishing a lot quicker if I would have known about this one.
Well,
I knew about the Zepco 808s. I actually have the
save the link. Save the link.
I'm getting ready to. I'm going to actually add it to my watch list first, and add it to my archery list for my deal for that. And for $40, I can have it ordered this Friday, and I could be out bow fishing in the spring.
Remember, you got a long drive this weekend.
Down to my sister's, yes.
Yep.
So, but the thing is, I'm staying the night, so I'm not going to make a double trip. So that's not too bad. It's actually not too as far as you think for me. Give me a second here. From me right now, it's 56 miles one way. So that's not far, but round trip's 112.
Yep. You still need fuel for it.
Yep, that's the only issue. I get paid Friday, so that's the reason I waited till Saturday to do it. Because Jenny has to work Friday, so I'd rather her do it when she's not, exhausted from work.
Yeah.
And we go down for the weekend and just take care of family stuff and that kind of thing. But yep. So, and that's where I grew up in that area.
Yeah.
So I know I literally graduated from there. But there you go. I'm going to go with that bow fishing setup now that I know it exists. And they have more than one available, so that's even better. So I don't have to worry about running out. So that's cool too. But this right here will allow me to do bow fishing with my regular bow, with one of these, this one here especially, and not have to worry about anything special. And it already has the line on it, which is nice. I just got to look up the proper prying techniques for the arrow itself, where I don't, when I have tie it, oh, give me a second, let me stop sharing this. When I tie it to this, it doesn't come off.
Yeah.
And getting the tip replaced, obviously. They come in a pack of 6. I do know that. But once that's done, I mean, I'll be set to go. I'll maybe put an arrow, the Velcro stuff on my rest for that. But yeah, that way I don't have to worry about anything fancy sticking out of my bow or anything like that. I can just use any bow, not just that bow, that my takedown longbow, which is nice. And like you said, for $40, that's cheap for
Yeah.
a reversible. And I don't have to buy the line or anything. So score on my side there. And also that would actually allow once Ian gets his boat his hunting fishing licenses updated, he can go with me. So I can use one and he can use the other. He can't use this one, but he could use this one on his bow. So that would be something we could get some practice on. But we don't have a lot of fish that are edible as much, that are non-game fish here in Iowa. So now going down to Texas, I would love to go bow fishing for flounder, but I have a feeling some Karen is going to say, you can't do that. But Fish and Game says I'm allowed to. And it's not a firearm. And it's just, and they have different types of flounders, apparently. There's a peacock flounder. And they actually have a lot of recipes for flounder, too. So there is that. These things are freaky looking. Have you ever had flounder?
Yes.
Any good?
Delicious. I like halibut better.
Well, I can't bowfish for halibut or for the halibut.
Problem is, you got to fish for halibut because they go deep and they're on the colder waters.
Right. But flounders are shallow water fish.
Mhm.
So I know they like to hide. But that's the part of the hunt when it comes to that. If you're going for straight flounder the entire time,
Yeah.
so that will give you a sense of the hunt kind of thing. Now here we get carp, gar, buffalo, and sucker. To me, sucker fishes are always tiny little bait fish. But I don't know what to do with those, to be honest, because they've always been tiny. And I'm not sure what a sheep's head is because I've never caught one.
Trying to remember which one that one is.
Um, I can't even find anything. I mean, like I was doing with the other fish down in Texas, I can't find anything that tells me which ones are those the fish here that we get that are edible. So I have no idea. Buffalo, I've heard of.
Yeah, it's like a carp.
The thing is, they're listing both, the carp and the buffalo. I thought they were the same thing.
No. Buffalo's got the mouth on the bottom. They suck from the bottom.
Right.
Carp have got their mouth is in front of them.
Okay, that's a good thing to know. I didn't know what the difference was.
It took me a moment to remember what buffalo was.
Well, if they have sheep's head here, which I didn't know,
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it looks like.
a sheep's head.
Yeah.
Give me a second here. You know how big that one fish that I showed you earlier?
Yeah,
Very similar in size. That's how big it is.
Okay.
That's a fairly large one, but and I don't even know if they're edible.
I don't know either.
I mean, they look like they might have a lot of meat on them. You know,
Yeah.
especially one that big. It's like a fresh. Okay, okay. Is a sheep head and a freshwater drum the same thing?
Could be. No,
Because I looked up.
that's not a. That's not a drum or a drum.
Ooh, sheep's head's got teeth. Okay, I looked up sheep's head, and freshwater drum came up. So they may be the same species, just a different name for it.
Could be. What did you do?
He sneezed. He jumped.
Oh.
Yep, it says freshwater drum and sheep's head are the same thing.
Oh, okay.
And I did not know that. That's all new to me. Okay. Depending on how they're prepared, they have a meaty texture and a mild flavor, slightly sweet or a hint of shellfish taste due to their diet. The larger fish can be tougher. The smaller to medium ones are usually preferred. So basically, they have the bloodline just like a carp does, apparently. That runs down the middle of the
thing,
leg,
yeah. Mudline.
like a carp does. And as long as you remove that, it should be good. And they be good. They're good frying, grilling, or baked. So good to know. Let me get rid of that. There we go. Be well. Thank you for coming, Sean.
Later, Sean.
Thank you for being up here with me for so long. Usually you're a lot more tired than this. It's almost 11 o'clock here.
Yeah.
I have a tendency to go a little manic sometimes if I,
Oh yeah.
Rest. When I lost my mom, and not my mom, but when I lost my dad, I almost didn't sleep for a week because I was really close to my dad growing up, and he's the one I went hunting, fishing, and all that stuff with. And I had dinner right before he passed away.
Oh.
Yeah, so I basically found out, went manic for a week, didn't sleep. Then once that week was over, I crashed for 3 days. Literally, I laid down in bed, woke up 3 days later with having to go pee really, really bad. But that's the only time it's ever happened. But that's for not your normal circumstances situation. But I don't think it's going to be bad for that bad for my little sister, though. I already said my goodbyes, but now I got to be there for my family who has not done that yet. But other than that, my topic was not on topic for the preparing for not so emergencies.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting one of my personal ones to pop in the middle of that particular topic, but that's what emergencies do. That's the whole topic was about. Being prepared for an unexpected emergency, everyday emergency, was my topic. And this is exactly what happens. And how do you prepare for it? And I was prepared for it. So how's that for surprising? Being right on topic for the whole thing. I apologize for not being able to mute my conversation on this side for you, Jason. So
that's all right.
Know that that's an option. I can do that. So if I did this, you let me know if you can still hear me.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not done yet.
No. No.
You can hear me now, though.
Yep.
Okay. So that's when I turn the mic down over there. You can't hear me, but that's the only time. Because anything else I hit, like the mute down here at the bottom here, doesn't work. Muting my computer doesn't work.
You muted the volume. Well, no, because it was showing mute on the screen.
Yeah, I muted my screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Yes.
I muted down below, and it didn't.
Okay. Well, note for next time.
So that's something, if you didn't know, now you do. It's a glitch in the system, I would think.
Mm.
So when you mute, you're not necessarily mute to people in your panel. So, which is great if you want to say something off where no one else can hear you. But yeah, if you're going to do a private chat, type it in private chat. Don't try to speak it out because everybody will hear it. Well, at least up on the panel anyway. But that's good to know for next time. I'm going to go until 11 o'clock. Then I think I'm done.
Alrighty.
Because I am running a little long for me, but that's okay. Extenuating circumstances.
Of course.
And thank you, brother.
No troubles.
Thank you for being there for me. I really appreciate it. And Dan and Scott as well, and everybody else in chat. Thank you. It means a lot. It does. I haven't dealt with death in a couple of years. While it was not as the last one was not as didn't affect me that much because that was the brother who tried to kill me.
Yeah.
So 0 connections, heart-wise, none, for obvious reasons. But my little sister was always my little sister, and I was not expecting to outlive her. I thought when I had my heart attack, I was going to go first. But that didn't happen. So it looks like I might outlive them all, which is really weird. And I hope no one else has to have that feeling. Jason, are you an only child?
No, I have a brother and sister.
Okay. Are you the oldest or youngest?
I am the oldest.
Oh, okay. I'm in the middle, which makes it a little weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
4 kids. I mean, it's my older sister, my older brother, me, and then my little sister. You know, I was always considered the little kid because my older sister is quite a bit older when we were born. We were like the oopsie babies, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And so my sister was actually in high school when I was born.
That's quite a long time apart.
Yep. Well, she was born in 59. I was born. No, she was in grade school because she was born in 59. I was born in 67. So she was about 12 years old when I was born. So she was in like, about 7th, 8th grade, give or take. But that was back in the 60s. You know how weird the 60s was.
Oh yeah.
And being a part of that kind of thing is just whatever. Man, I want to finish my coffee, but I've got 4 more minutes to go. My voice is slightly going, so bear with me on that. Any idea what your topic might be for tomorrow?
Well, I don't know yet. I know I'll do a little bit of mail call, and I don't know yet.
Well, I did. Jenny and I both did a little bit of thrifting finds, as you know. I still like my little iron deal that I'm going to use as a holder for a bow.
Yeah.
For in and of itself as an antique, that's a cool find.
Yeah.
As repurposing it for something else, that's even a better find. So, I always thought it looked like an iron. You know, I didn't think that's what it was, but you don't see those anymore.
No, not really.
All this now you get them where they stand on end, not flat. But that's for an old school flat iron.
Yeah.
The ones that you heat up on the stove. You see them. People use them as doorstops more than anything else nowadays. But you don't see them much anymore because most people don't iron their clothes anymore.
Yeah, because I've seen them before, and I've seen them being used on the what do you call it? On the wood burning stoves.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because usually they have them sitting there, and a lot of people use them for holding things down.
Yeah.
They're great for that. But that right there, I remember. You know, I could see that putting it like on my table here, like my TV tray. That way, it doesn't burn the wood, which is a cool thing. But glad to know that you and I figured it out. Like I said, I had an inkling of an idea, just based on shape alone.
Yeah.
But we also had the idea that it might be great for a cold steel survival shovel.
Oh yeah.
I think it might be a great one for that. But I don't have a need for one. Just because I have a holder for it doesn't mean I need one. Even though survival shovels are in itself multi-purpose, as Zach Fowler proved. They could be used for shoveling. They could use for an axe, all that stuff. You can actually cook on one of those things.
Yeah. Also for a chuck hole.
Yep. You can use it for a lot of different things. You can use it for defense. But I think the best one I've seen for it is actually someone actually cooking on them, frying an egg or meat or whatever on them, using them as a skillet. Now, I never considered that before because I've always seen those little folding ones from the military, but that's it. I've got 1 minute left, Jason.
Alrighty.
Okay, folks, I would say thank you all for coming. Glad you guys could be here for me. Thank you guys who were up on the panel with me, understanding what I'm going through. I'm going to be okay. I will let you know that. I'm not going to be 100% for a while, but I will be okay. I'm going to be there for my family this weekend and see what I can do for my sister and my nieces. We have plans in place. We're going to go with that. So be well, be safe. I love you guys all. And I'm out of here in 5, 4.
Good night, everybody. Sleparette.
1.